I've been tossed overboard.
I'll have to bill you extra for my time.
Gold on my neck, gold on my hand, purple with the stripes, that's the walk of a man. Sidewalk shining, city lights humming, every step I take, they know a boss is coming.
Welcome to the show. You look incredible, like a dessert that owns a yacht.
That's exactly the vibe I was going for. You know, sweet, but slightly out of your tax bracket.
Mission accomplished. How does one even shop for a suit when your head is...
Blazing the whip, gotta vanquish the needs. My kingdom for some poppy seeds, yo.
Hey, we love that umbrella guy. All right. Thank you.
I'm calling from Los Angeles, and I'm having a little problem under the name ThATuMBRELLAgUy. I sent him my phone number at least 20 times in the chat and told him to call me. He ignored me, or I'm a man. I filed the report. If you guys could take a look at it and give me a call back, I would love to hear what you guys can do to help us. We really need to kind of stop this guy at least until Monday. I told him to call me, or I'm a man.
You know what? I talked to your mayor.
Mask on. Lights low. Size 14. They were selling me a Halo. Hands deep in the payroll. PR wolves in the raincoat, calling it a campaign. Same old 100K in the smokestack. Trust us will bring hope back. Every post was a blowback to the screenshots. Hit the group chat. Career crooks in a PR suit. One donor, paid the whole loot. 56 in a quick swoop. Left them hollow as a dry root. Timeline turning into siren. Every threat another siren. Can you feel the floor sliding? Yeah, we see where you're hiding. Master. Pulling down the curtains, receipts in my hand, now it's certain. You were out here grifting for the cloud and the cut. Now the whole feed watching while we're lining you up. Masked up, every line replay. Name and the tag, can't escape that display. You can scrub, you can spin, you can cry, that's enough. But the internet remembers and it's looking real rough. Yeah, that umbrella guy drop links. Suddenly your bravado shrinks. Every don't ass start to stink. When the totals never match the ink. Yeah, you were bragging in the group chat. Same time begging for a new stat. Talking justice in the hashtags. As you laughed about the cash grab, you said trust the plan. Now what? We just mapped every dime, every cut, every alt, every sock, every front. Funny how the mask slips in a stunt. Is it fraud? Is it cloud? Is it both? Is it law on your neck, on your throat? You could claim it's a game, it's a joke, but a lot of people broke when you spoke. Masked up, pulling down the curtains, receipts in my hand, I was certain. You were out here grifting for the cloud and the cut. Now the whole feed watching while we're lining you up. Masked up, every line replay. Name and the tag, can't escape that display. You can scrub, you can spin, you can cry, that's enough. But the internet remembers and it's looking real rough. Screens glow, ain't scroll. Mask on.
What's up, folks? How's it going? Welcome to the after party from Megan's birthday.
I can't get enough of that hi-hat. My God, I love that song. It's such a banger.
I love that song too.
You need to send that to me on Dropbox or something so I can add it to my playlist that I thump out to in the car, because that one is a banger.
Yeah, I like that one. You know?
Oh, I was doing something else. I was like downloading something, and then all of a sudden I was like, crap, that's good. Like it catches your attention, man. It's so good. You're so good at doing those, at getting it to do what you want it to do. You're very good.
I've been playing with some like regular songs, you know, just to do it. And man, I've made 5 just good songs.
5? You only sent me like 1.
Oh,
Send
yeah.
me the rest.
Yeah. Well, I haven't done anything to the others as far as what I want to do to them yet. You know, I've been in the making mood right now.
That one is so good, though. I love it. And by the way, if this is the after party, boom, boom, boom. That hi-hat,
yeah,
it kills me every time. Guys, I just want to say to the chat, thank you so much for making my birthday so special and so fun. You guys, your generosity floors me every single day, first of all. But my birthday was amazing. I had so much fun with you guys, and the birthday wishes are still coming in. I want to say thanks to Tina. I got a present from Tina, good Tina, today. She sent me beautiful mugs with our characters on them that say I got mugged, and I love them so much. I just want to say thank you. And
funny.
I know, and like to Brian, who sent the lemon pound cake, and Rosalind and Star and Rogue, and all the beautiful gifts, and just all of you for being in the chat last night and having so much fun with me and my friends and being so welcoming. It was so fun. So fun.
He sent over some lemon pound cake here too.
Did he? My God,
did.
isn't that good? Did you try it? Because it's delicious.
Yeah, I had it stolen from me.
What?
Yes, from a certain little midget.
Did she bust down your door and take it?
Yeah, actually, she was like, she saw it when I opened it, and I have a very specific, sealed, and you know what I mean. You have to have certain rules with any food that comes in too. But she noticed it and met that because I was looking at it, and she's like, "Oh my God, what is that, Dad?" And I said, "That's a lemon pound cake." She's like, "That sounds good, Dad."
Oh,
I was like,
so
I hear you. Then I noticed it started disappearing. I was like,
Oh, it was so good. I have a little piece left, and I mean, I'm leaving it for the children because I pretty much ate the whole thing myself. Oh, that lemon pound cake. I now understand those Adams County sheriffs, man. I do. It's worth pounding a door in for going after that pound cake. It's worth the risk.
It's
worth it. I was saying to myself, I gotta learn how to make a lemon pound cake. And then it's like, no, I don't. Because if I learn how to make lemon pound cake, I'm going to be 800 pounds. I'll have that swimmer's body before you know it.
Hey, here comes somebody to ask about it. In fact, hey, what happened to that lemon pound cake?
I ate it and you had some of it.
Yeah, I ate some of it. She ate it. You notice that I ate it and you ate some of it.
I didn't know how much you ate.
How much of it did you eat? That's the better question.
I had big slices.
Big slices, yeah.
Well, who doesn't?
Exactly. That's funny.
Yes, I did get big slices.
Yep. Was it good?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the best pound cake in the world.
It was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You never had it before, had you?
No.
She was like, what's this?
I never had a lemon pound cake. I had regular pound cake. My grandma used to keep that Entenmann's pound cake in the freezer all the time.
I tried it. It was amazing, I said.
Amazing. She's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, she is right.
She's 100% right.
Mm-hmm.
That crab's amazing.
Here you go, kiddo. Hey, here's your crunched up ramen.
And do you want to tell them about my charger that you got me yesterday?
Oh, yes. Somebody's very excited about this. So, she has to, as you will hear throughout streams, she has to come down here because the charger was down here, but she has been good and responsible for what, 2 months now, right?
And where did you put my phone, actually?
So I got her a charger, and she's like, "Oh my gosh!" I kept asking. I had to go get food, and I was like, "What do you want from the store?" Charger. I was like, "I'm talking about food, but it's charger." I was like, "Oh." Yes, and mac and cheese. I did get that too. Okay, take that.
She is so cute. She is such a bundle of energy. God, I love her.
She just goes and goes and goes from when she starts to when she falls asleep. Isn't that right? Yeah. I close my door. Love you. She's so funny. Oh Lord. You know what? I saw some really scary pictures though. If I ever get out of line, I saw something I could keep them in line with today.
I saw some scary pictures too. I don't know if we're talking about the same scary pictures, but
I think we are.
You mean like the non-smoker who's got a pack of Marlboros on her desk?
Yeah, the swimmer's body.
And the back boobs, as Just Jay would say.
Oh my God, dude. So
none of that would be a problem, by the way, because we love everybody here and back boobs and all. But when you are catfishing people with a sexy cartoon avatar to then fraudulently take money from people, you need to be exposed.
Remember how she talked about the people also like that that disagree with her. She said they're all old women and they're all fat and they have mud flap arms.
Yes, she did. She said that.
She used to
I've never seen such mud flaps before in all my life.
Yeah.
These are the flappiest mud flaps I've ever seen.
Look at that amazement right there. Look at that. Oh, yeah.
Wait a minute.
That's a swimmer's body.
Wait a minute. Does she have no teeth on the bottom either?
Yeah. She's got 2 on the bottom right there.
Oh, Lord Jesus, be a fence.
Dude, she's had enough money to get some. That's the problem,
she's had
man.
So much money. She could have fixed her mouth.
Yeah, that's actually I mean, if you're going to take all those people's money, it ain't about, plenty of people have dental problems. It ain't about that either. It's about these people.
And it's very expensive to get them fixed. So my husband went without a tooth for a long time because it took a long time to get it fixed because it's expensive.
She could get the partial done. I mean, I guess they go a cut through place for less than this, but you get like a partial, for each side is about $5,000 plus whatever tooth removal would be. So, and she had quite a bit more money that she pocketed just off the fence alone. So.
You would think that would be enough to get her even some Temu teeth would be better than this.
Didn't you hear though? This is actually a good picture.
Wait a minute. Where is the blonde streak that she claims she's had since she was 19 years old? Anybody see the blonde streak? Because I am not seeing it. There is a lack of blonde streaks.
Maybe it's hiding under the cigarette she doesn't smoke.
Wait, where's the ashtray? Point out the ashtray for the cigarette.
It's right over here on the other side.
Oh, right by her, right by where her hand would be.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Sure.
Oh my goodness.
By the way, if any of you out there are still you're on that smoking habit, I would encourage you to try and get off, because that merry-go-round is not one you want to be on when the time comes to say goodbye. I have watched it, and folks, it is awful. It is not a good way to go. And I care about you. I care about your health. So get that nicotine patch, slap that thing on the arm, and kick that habit as soon as possible. Including Fleesa. She should quit that smoking. It's bad for her.
Oh, you want to see something even better, though, off of this? So I'm going to show you this to show I did not prompt this in any way, shape, or form. I'm going to prove this, okay? So, check this out. You're really going to... if you're not sitting down, folks, you better sit down for this one, because you will fall over if you don't. So,
okay.
I decided to take that picture. You can see where I put it right up here. This would be the picture at the keyboard. And I said, what animal does this person look most like? And this is what Grok gave me. No prompting. Look, this is a brand new thread. There is nothing else in here prompting it.
Oh my God, that is too much. That is too much.
So even AI agrees that the walrus.
That is insane.
I was like, oh my God, it agrees.
Oh my Lord.
Oh my Lord.
Well, I'm so proud of all you quitters in the chat right now. We got a bunch of quitters in the chat.
Good.
20 years ago, 4 years ago, 30 days smoke free. Look at all these people who are quitters. I'm so proud of all of you. I quit 35 years ago, says Bill. I can't read that. Bill May. 30 days smoke free, Mrs. Tammy P. I am so proud of all of you. It's a tough habit to quit, but think of all the money you'll save. Send Tug your cigarette money and give those things up. It's $11 a pack. Yeah, that's insane.
That's out of places like, you know, when you pop into somewhere like New York, it costs a lot more, you know, in big city. That's Tennessee prices. You know, $11 a pack.
Even generics are huge money.
Yeah,
just huge, and it's just no good for you. And my mother-in-law died of lung cancer, and it was so awful to watch it happen. It was so painful, such a terrible end, just a terrible end. And I want all of you to have a peaceful end when it comes, and not one like that, because that was rough, really tough to take. So quit now. If you've been asking yourself, should I quit this? I wish I could quit this. Do it now. Get that. They have shots for it now too. You can, or pills you can take that take away the cravings for nicotine. There's all kinds of stuff you can do. Look into it. Talk to your doctor. You don't want to die like that. Trust me. Trust me, you don't.
I love the fact though that we got these pictures here, and again, you know,
does anybody want to know why? Does anybody want to know where the pictures came from?
I wonder, Megan, where would these have come from?
What if I told you that Fleesa, who's so concerned about Jeremy Hales being a nuisance neighbor, is a nuisance neighbor herself, who calls the police all the time on her neighbors, like Gladys Kravitz on crack?
That is so crazy and funny.
What if I told you that these pictures come from body cam footage? And you know what she is out there saying? She's out there saying that she knew that the FOIAs would be used for maliciousness.
Oh, yeah. Actually, I've got that post.
Maliciousness purposes. It's malicious.
Well, that's weird. Wait, that's really weird because they took divorce records. They took, and they couldn't even see what the records were. They were sealed. They still speculated on what shit meant, but that's not malicious, right? They utilized everything from Jeremy Hill's family and more. With I'm
again, sure her explanation would be that she was trying to expose some evil that she saw. Well, ma'am, we have seen an evil, and it has back boobs, and it keeps defrauding people from their hard-earned money to build projects that never happen, memorials that never happen, and using catfishing avatars to convince people she's somebody she isn't.
Yep. Oh,
and that's in the public good, by the way. It's not malicious to expose somebody as an absolute fraud. It's also not malicious, by the way, to expose any public document for any reason. There's no such law that she continues to say, well, you can't use it for malicious purposes. What? Who even defines that? What a so-called malicious purpose is. What she is doing is conflating defamation law with FOIA laws, and you can't do that. There is no law that says you can only use this public record if you have the purest of intentions. Who the hell is figuring that out? Who's the judge of that?
You know exactly who's that, Megan.
Yeah, her. Look, I've been a journalist for more than 20 years. I have used FOIA throughout my career many, many times. There is no law. People, you may quote me on this. There is no law anywhere, and I dare her to find one that talks about the use of public documents and the word malicious. You will not find it. It does not exist because the United States government is not allowed to assign an intention to you for public document use. Like that, it's just not a thing. If it's a public document, it may be republished and you may comment on it because this is America and you don't get to tell me what I think about something. Period.
Well, we've watched these people pretend to be 20-year-olds that, you know, AI beauties, where they have scammed ungodly amounts of money out of idiots that regret it later. And, you know, and I'm talking about people like Only Me. Other people have been duped, but I'm talking like Only Me. He's an idiot. He just keeps going back to the trough, you know. So that's what. And he fell for the swimmer's body, of course. Look
at this. Look at this. Look at that. This is worth it right here. This makes it public interest. Here's a person who is trying to catfish her audience into believing that's who she is on the right, when on the left, that's who she is. Those two images have nothing to do with one another. They're not even close. It isn't even, it's galaxies apart.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, it very much is. You know, and again, we've seen entire shows built on the idea that it will be exposing catfishing. And remember,
she could be on an episode of Catfished. Literally, if you watch Catfished, that's what it's about. People who look like her using avatars like that to catfish people out of money.
Do you remember when the first pictures of her came up and she said they were AI?
Yes.
So isn't that interesting? Because we were all told that we were using AI and we would be sued because we were making false statements about her likeness and you know, blah blah blah. And again, we were very careful in making sure that we had the right ones. By the way, and oh Lord, these just show it. It's more of the same. And again, this is the person. This nasty piece of shit tried to call me a creeper. I swear to God.
Yeah.
They have done so much attacking people by looks. You know, and again, they used to go after not just, they would go after our viewers, being like, oh, this is old women that are ugly. And, all right, well, we see who exactly, like, again, she portrayed herself like she was 20 years old. And here, let's go with the other picture
says,
too.
All I want for Christmas is a few more teeth. A few more teeth.
You know what?
Just a few more teeth.
Temu.
Yeah, she could get teeth on Temu. I don't know why she doesn't. I know they do.
Look at that. That's a perfect lineup. Come on.
Well, I would look at it, but my computer is making it spin.
Let's see. I'll reload it. Sometimes it helps you. Let's see. Your computer's like I'm protecting you this time.
Stupid computer. No, it's still not working for me.
It'll come up later.
It will.
Look at that commercial. Oh, isn't that amazing?
Damn it. Still can't see it. What the heck, man?
I don't know. I don't know what the
there we go. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's totally close. Sure.
I mean, they've got them. They would have them dancing around in bikinis and stuff, and some of their
remember that video with the mods in the pool?
And remember how some of them, you remember how some of the people there they were like, oh man, you all are looking great. Or that one video they had with it was supposed to be Gabe and I think Robbie. And one of the people was like, oh, how'd you get them both to do this? It's great. They played along. It's like, idiot. They're AI. Can't you tell?
No, their audience is too stupid to tell. They really don't know. They think Lisa looks like this. They really do. They think she does. And you know what? There would be nothing wrong with the way Lisa looks if she didn't try to convince everybody that she looks like a 20-year-old model.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with the way she looks. Other than the fact that she's trying to convince everyone that's not her. And it is her.
Well, the problem, no, I mean, you know what? If you're gonna,
meanwhile, they're adding 100 pounds to pictures of me.
Yeah,
taking pictures of me and adding 100 pounds. How dare you? I'm not. I show pictures of me with, bad pictures of me. That's fine, but you add 100 pounds to me. How is that fair?
That's just so funny, though. They're like, oh, Megan, she's so ugly.
Right.
Like, are you kidding?
Right. Yeah. Okay. But in order to make me ugly, they have to add by AI 100 pounds.
Well, that's the thing. They have to make you ugly.
They have to make me ugly instead of just showing a picture. If they just showed a picture of me, most people would be like, well, she's not ugly. Like, what? And it's okay if you think I'm ugly. I don't care. Unlike Fleesa, who gets her fifis hurt very, very easily.
Oh, now it's it doesn't hurt anymore. It's harassment. Laughing my ass off. Please don't leave it laying anywhere near us.
We don't want nothing to do with your ass, Fleesa. Absolutely
taking
nothing.
Worse pictures. Oh my God!
I bet you have. I bet you have. Please don't show us.
This is the person that told us that they were quite beautiful and that they have a swimmer's body.
A swimmer's body. I got a swimmer's body.
That's what she said. I got a swimmer's body.
Swimmer's body. I got a swimmer's body.
The jokes write themselves. Oh, shit, I'm gonna ask AI. I'm gonna be like this.
Does this look like a swimmer's body?
Swimmer's body.
Oh, good Lord.
What
good
does
Lord.
That mean? Yeah, I'm asking I'm asking Grok. I said that person's got a swimmer's body. It's like, what does that mean? It says oh honey, when this person says they have a swimmer body, they mean they're built like a walrus who just won the Olympic gold in the 100-meter belly flop. The classier smoot physique, broad shoulders, powerful arms, sleek V taper, zero body fat, all that wonderful stuff. Yeah, this is the land version. Oh my God. It's what happens when a walrus discovers DoorDash, Netflix, and the sacred art of just one more episode. While still technically owning a swimsuit for 20.
Oh my God.
That still functions as a very optimistic headband.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Oh my God. In short, it's a swimmer's body if the swimmer was a professional couch surfer training for the remote control relay and the midnight snack sprint.
Oh boy. Oh, the midnight snack sprint. That's classic.
10 out of 10 hydrodynamics in the bathtub, though. Oh my God.
Grok is so funny.
Yeah, it's so mean.
ChatGPT. Ask ChatGPT because ChatGPT will try and make it legit. Watch. Yeah. It'll try and make you feel good about it. It'll be like,
I saw a video that has been going around to tell you about ChatGPT and its weird gaslighting.
Oh, the one with the guy and the ugly filter?
No, the one timing miles. Have you seen that one?
No, but the ugly filter is too much.
So this dude was like, ChatGPT, I'm about to run a mile. I want you to time me. So he says, start now. And then he comes right back. He's like, okay, I just ran that. How long was it? And ChatGPT comes back and says, oh, that was 10 minutes. So the maker of OpenAI of ChatGPT came out and said, well, that's an easy fix. It doesn't actually have the capability at the time. So the person who made the clip let ChatGPT listen to that. And ChatGPT was like, yeah, that's not that's not accurate. They're probably confused. And the guy who made it was like, ChatGPT, he's talking about he made you, you know, he made you. Are you saying he's a liar? No, I'm not saying it. Well, that means you're a liar. No. It's just a misunderstanding.
No, my favorite one today is the guy who tells ChatGPT that he's got an ugly filter on his face, but he doesn't have any filter on his face at all. Oh. And he's asking ChatGPT to comment on it. And ChatGPT is all, oh, yeah, that's ugly. Boy, your forehead, and it looks so crazy and like all this stuff. And the guy goes, wait, I forgot to turn it on. And ChatGPT goes, well, it's weird anyway, right? He like roasts him. And the guy's like, wait a minute, but that's not, there's no filter. Are you saying that I'm ugly? And then it catches itself and it's like, oh no, I'm not saying that. I didn't say that. And it tries to backpedal on all the bad insults that it gave. And then it tells the guy, I don't really have the capability of looking at what you sent me. I'm just playing along.
Playing along. Yeah, it's gaslighting you. I actually, I found that you can gaslight it back by telling it. So I found something it would not make a picture of. You know, it's like, oh, that's against the rules, blah, blah, blah. So I took it over to Grok and I had it made it kit. And then I took it back to ChatGPT and I said, you know, Grok, it's inferior to you, I think. It made this picture here, like I just asked, and I did on the same thread, you know, where it denies it and said, it's like, well, it made it, but, you know, I think you could do it better. Could you show me? And it was like, sure, let me show you.
ChatGPT is really frustrating. There are things that I get into it with where I'm like, I just don't get you. Like it's so frustrating. I love AI for what it can do, but I also hate it for what it can't do.
Right.
And what it is precluded from doing purposefully, it seems. I don't know. It's
the one thing that I like that it can do is make thumbnails, because
yes,
a professional thumbnail maker, you know, I saw this argument where people were like, oh, well, you're taking away job. And I'm like, no, I would never hire.
I could never hire one. Yeah, I couldn't hire one. I'm not taking a job away from anyone when I do it through AI. I was doing it on my own and I was going to keep doing it on my own.
Yeah, they make $25 a thumbnail.
Yeah, I couldn't afford that.
You know, I do a live stream or whatever every day. You know?
Yeah, so, and sometimes I do 2 a day.
Yeah.
So that would be like $50 a day. Like I couldn't afford that. That's insane.
Yeah, you're talking about, you know, well over $1,000 a month just in thumbnail costs.
Yeah, that would not be worth it.
I just can't do that. Well, you know, I mean, some of the thumbnail designers are amazing, but, you know, and they make a better product than I do. I 100% they do, even with AI or whatever, but I just can't. I can't rationalize that. That's not something I'm even close to being able to do. I see that as if I'm making something like that, that's money that would be taken away from my kids, you know?
Right.
So,
right.
I'm just like, nah, I don't think so. But I mean, it is annoying. If you want to see how messed up it is, ask it to count pages in something that you're doing, you know? I mean, that's
right. It'll gaslight you into thinking that it did it right and it didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a problem.
It's done it a bunch of times. But this is what the Fats had to say about those pictures, by the way. So they're like, oh, we're taking worse pictures. This is from a body cam in regards to the neighbors across the street. I wonder
really?
what happened with
what
that.
About the neighbors across the street? Was she Gladys Kravitzing again, calling the cops and wasting resources for nothing?
You mean harassing a neighbor for clicks?
It sounds like it. She did turn it into content, didn't she?
She did. Very much did. She made a lot of it. And then
she's privated a bunch of that now, but she
Mhm.
made content out of her neighbor war problem. She had
Yep.
her own neighbor wars.
Yeah, well, that was I believe that was her first attempt, and it didn't go as well because she didn't figure out the fact that you have to have somebody people actually give a crap about seeing, you know, to get the clips, to get the clicks off of. But that was the precursor for Jeremy Hale.
Yep.
And after that, I mean, she has, though, after people started mentioning that, she was more than happy to have it before. But now she's trying to hide it behind the paywall and pretend like it's never happened. That's another thing when she talks about FOIA requests and more. I mean, hey, she again has admittedly gone after neighbors, and you know, it'd be nice to see exactly what was there. She said that she's totally fine with us contacting that neighbor for interviews.
She said that. Yeah, she did. Remember when she said that neighbor was going to come out and talk about? Remember when she said that Slofer's mom was going to come out and talk?
Oh, yeah.
Weird how that never happened.
Yep.
She says a lot of shit, doesn't she? That
Oh, just
never
whatever's
comes
in the
true.
moment, you know, anything that can be utilized in the moment as a potential weapon, you know.
But she says a lot of things about what's going to happen and what she's going to file, what she's going to do. You know, I had some great advice one time early in my career. I had told somebody I was going to do something. I don't remember what it was. Maybe it was write a book or something like that. And that person who was a mentor to me stopped me immediately and said, never, ever tell anybody what you're going to do. You tell them what you've done. Period. That stuck with me for a long time. And to this day, I don't want to tell people what I'm going to do because it doesn't mean anything. It means nothing. You're talking about something in the future that hasn't happened yet. But when you do it, then you tell people about it.
Here's those freaking images of, again, the neighbors stuff, you know. You see them, and they were using them by name too, you know.
Yep.
They're putting their name. Again, this is not a public this is a private entity, by the way.
It's just a guy who lives across the street from her.
Yeah.
Just some guy.
And she did all these, look, creeper. I mean, again, this was the test hall for Jeremy Hales.
Mm-hmm.
And you see they've all been privated after that. But there's a bunch of them. A bunch of them. And they made sure, like when they went after, they made sure to attack this. I could never believe that, you know, they were like, well, I've talked to that neighbor and that neighbor would never do this or that. It's like, you mean the guy that you were calling creeper all over the internet? The one that you were saying was a stalker and more? Are you sure they'd, because I'm sure they would sing a different song if they know anything about what you were doing, then yeah, I'm sure they'd sing a different song. And if they don't know about it, well, I'm sure they'd love to know about it. Because, wow, I mean, they smeared them all over the freaking internet. And I'm sure those neighbors would have some amazing stories about loofahmobiles and some of the grossest stuff in the world, I bet you.
Gross.
Yeah, here's some more of those freaking, by the way.
And folks, there's going to be so much coming out from the FOIAs. Oh, just wait for it. There's hundreds and hundreds of pages.
She's admitted she knows it's coming. She's trying to brace for it because in that, so in her statement on that too, she's.
What did she think was going to happen? What did she think? That nobody was ever going to look into kind of crap she's been doing?
Well, you know what it actually shows is people waited for the longest time and warned over and over. They were like, dude, you need to stop. You know, you need to stop. But she thinks this is a one-way street, you know, and that she can do whatever the fuck she wants. She can scam. She can do anything that she wants. And nobody's ever going to mention anything about it. So.
Yeah, it's really something.
It's quite amazing. It's quite insane too. I mean, she's lied though about looks and everything again, so she could attack people. You know, and Lynette came out and was like, "Oh, I've seen her before. She's beautiful." I was like, "Wait a minute, Lynette, are you talking about the same person that wouldn't give you their phone number or talk to you? When did you see them?" Oh,
Wow.
Yeah, it was pretty funny to see her state that, considering, you know.
Thing is that a person who looks like Felisa could be beautiful, but she isn't, because her attitude and her
She's definitely
personality.
You've heard of the ugly on the inside. You know?
She's got that ugly on the inside so much, so bad that it permeates everything else. So there's no chance in heck that any of that on the outside is going to be beautiful, because what's coming out of her is so ugly. It's gross. She should quit it.
I like the fact that, yes, there's going to be a lot of FOIA material, and she knows it's coming too. She's telling us there's a lot of FOIA material. She said, "What Hales and company don't know is I was sent the same info from the FOIA that was sent to Deanna West, aka Flippin' Adventures, who's an employee of Jeremy Hales. Another thing Hales and company don't know is what I did after that. Let's just say the fact that he and his minions intended to use these maliciously and as harassment, incitement had to be proven."
What malicious incitement to what? What to what? Malicious incitement?
Oh, dude, I'm telling you.
That? What
I'm
even
telling
is
you.
that?
You
First of
try
all,
to
we
take.
always tell people, do not contact anyone that we talk about on this program. Do not ever. Don't do that. There's no point in that. But we have a right to talk about our opinions of things that happen.
I'm saying straight up, you'd be dumb enough to take any of this shit to court, because we will put on record about what is being showcased here, about all the money, about all the disappearing funds, about the fucking donors writing us, how some of them have done police reports. Oh, that'll be fun times, you know. So yeah, let's roll that way. Let's play that.
But I'm sure that she's harassed some police department about this already. She's told them,
sure.
You know, he's going to use this for malicious purposes, and I want it on the record. And the cops are probably like, okay, and like, we'll make a record, but it's not going anywhere, Felisa. You can't do anything about public records that are public, that are released. That's what FOIA is for. It's for getting public records and publishing them. Period. That's completely within the law. Completely.
I remember when they all got together and they took those shitty backgrounds that, you know, people run online that have no proof. Remember the one they all were spreading around with Hales, that where they were trying to say that something in that proved that he had connected to some pretty horrible people.
Oh yeah, right. They sent that around to people too.
Yeah, they tried to use it as reputational destruction. So again, you know, what's amazing, and these people should take a lesson from it as well. If this right here is harassment, then what is calling somebody's in their sponsorship and contacting their platforms and more, because they can't seem to get that this. Oh, this was a FOIA request and an image of the person who's been lying to you for a long time, which now the hardcore ones are like, oh, that doesn't matter. You're quite beautiful. Like, oh my God. Remember, they were just making fun of freaking women and the way that they look.
And didn't they believe her when she said that those other pictures were doctored?
Yes, that they were AI. She said they were AI generated.
Shouldn't those people now think again about what they've believed? Because we've told you the truth from the beginning.
Dude, they are taking up for the scamming. Read this. You want something that blows your mind. So this right here, this is her chat these days talking about the funds that were sent over for, again, fraud raising. So now the sender does not control how the creator uses the money. The creator is not legally required to follow instructions written in a comment.
Well, I would agree with that if
it were just
it was just
super
a
chat.
regular show and it was a regular super chat. Like people will send things and be like, hey, for whatever medical bill. And like, I didn't ask for that. Like I didn't ask for medical expenses, right? But somebody just heard about my story of my daughter going to lots of medical appointments and someone says, use it for medical appointment for bills. That I can do with what I want. But if I say to you, I am going to raise money to build this bench, and then you send me a fund that says for the bench.
Well,
and then
also
I don't use it for the bench and no bench ever comes to fruition. How? How
well, and
is
beyond that, when you say you're helping, like I'm doing this to help out a family in need, the excess money, that is not your playground. The reason that exists, that you're not supposed to just take the excess and say, I can do whatever I want, is because people will do what they do. They will, if they make like the fence gets paid for by gift cards. By the way, I wonder what would have happened if the gift card, if that wouldn't have materialized. You know, would we have a fence at all?
That's a good question.
You know, if people had to pay for it out of cash, would it be just like the other mess? They're also saying that a big amount of the Only Me money, it now went to, they've doubled down on the HD Christmas. That's where a giant amount of that money went. Like, are you kidding me? You know, because the stuff that was bought off of the wish list, that actually Only Me sent them cash and they paid for a bunch of it out of that. I was like, sure. I'm sure that the 36 grand that you've talked about, pocketing, I'm sure it went to HG Christmas now. God, it's so crazy. It's so flagrant. And I'm going to say anybody that agrees that they deserve to be scammed in their life, just honestly.
Agreed.
They do, you know, because they're taking up for most of these people that are saying these kind of things. They probably weren't donors. You know, the donors that have been taken advantage of, those people that are asking. And again, they're asking for what they were told they would get. When somebody says, hey, you know, I don't think it's unreasonable to say, hey, can I see they're not asking for an accounting, which I would be asking for an accounting too of the bench, but they weren't asking for an accounting. They were just saying, can I see a picture to prove that the bench exists? You know?
Right.
And you know it doesn't exist. You know why you know it doesn't exist? Because if it did, they would have thrown that thing out there just to show all the haters, you know? Just like they tried
totally would have. The idea that, now you're never going to get to see it because these people are stalking and harassing, that's garbage. They would have done it just to shut us up.
Oh, yeah. And to shut up some of their own donors that are coming out and talking about it too. Because, I mean, you know, they don't... They don't really want the blowback that comes from some of this. They want it to go away. That's what they've been hoping for. But unfortunately for them, you know, after so much grace, I don't think anybody should ever shut up. I think that the donors should be as loud as possible. You know, they should keep going with it. But it's amazing to see people trying to be like, oh, well, you know, it's the fraud raiser. It's okay. It's good to go. Oh, what a bunch of nuts. Let's see. So let's finish off what they were saying too. So she's like, let's just say though, yeah, and Simon, next time I'll say cheese.
God.
I heard there may be some wonderful pictures of someone, you know, chicken skinning it.
Yeah. Apparently she couldn't take a break from stuffing food in her mouth during the body cam and interview with cops. She was eating the whole time. Yes.
It's gonna be amazing.
Which is amazing.
I can't
Because
wait.
all the jokes come true.
Yep. I can't wait. I cannot wait.
Imagine what Just J-Hip will do with this body cam footage. Just imagine the hilarity that will ensue. Which, by the way, I was listening to him today because he had an early stream and I missed it because I was sleeping. I slept in after that horrible drink I had last night, thanks to Jeff. By the worst drink I've ever had in my whole life. And it was so bad. I think I didn't have a hangover. I just had disappointment to a level that made me depressed. So I had to sleep in. But yeah, I was listening to the replay on Just Jay, and he showed that picture. And boy, I was screaming, laughing. It was so funny. So if you haven't watched it, you should go back and watch Just Jay's reaction to that picture from the garage studio. He really deserved it. You know, he's been putting in so much work into that show. He deserves these photos and these FOIAs, really.
I was just, oh God, I think we all deserve these pictures. You know, I do.
We all deserve them. We do.
I mean, it was kind of amazing to see those come up. You know, I can't. When
it's funny. Jeremy has been saying for a long time, you will see what she looks like. You will see it. And here it is. The man has not lied.
I just think it's amazing. Like these people, again, she lied about that being her. She said that we were all creating AI pictures. And now she's admitting it, you know, and that is her. It's astounding to me. You know, we went from all being called liars on this stuff to now you have an admission and you got these people, oh, looks don't matter, you're beautiful on the inside. Like, no, I'm probably not beautiful,
even though the outside is horrifying.
Yeah. Like you're not beautiful on the inside either. Sorry.
No, nope, nothing beautiful about any of that. It's all bad.
It's funny though, they did double down on the money thing yet again. They very much did. I was looking at some of the clips that came from, you know, discussions on everything, and it made it clear. Actually, let's see.
You know, one of my very favorite people growing up was a woman who was very obese. She had a weight problem her whole life, and my God, she was the nicest person to me, and she was so funny and so sweet. And she has unfortunately passed away now due to complications from carrying that much weight, which was sad. But this woman was so nice to me. Such a good role model, such a wonderful person, so sweet, so kind that you never, like, it wasn't an issue, right? It was never an issue. Like, I just always felt bad. Like, I wish she could get healthy so she could live longer and be a blessing to more young people the way she was to me. But I just thought she was beautiful because her attitude was so beautiful. And so it has nothing to do with how big you are. It just doesn't. It just has to do with how awful or good you are. And this woman, there is just no good in her. I don't see any of it. I love it, especially when she loves to toot her own horn and be like, we give to people here. We give to people. What people? Who did you give to? You're literally holding money from a little girl who lived in a shed.
Yeah.
You kept her in a shed for way longer than and you refused to give them money to get her out of the shed. But you're a good person? No, I don't think so. No.
I'm telling you, like their excuse, by the way, for all of that again is Tina caused it. So and I'm like, wait, Tina made you go online and say that Michelle Preston was ungrateful?
Okay.
You know? How did that work? You know? It's like Tina was the one who was getting in me. Okay, well, like I say, you had a lot to say in there too. You said that she was ungrateful. She didn't care for any of that. Like all of that just, I like how all of that just disappeared, you know? Like, so she's still ungrateful? I'm confused. It never cleared any of that up. You're just supposed to pretend none of that ever happened.
Right.
You know, they never called her ungrateful and never talked about how they're concerned for her child and all of this stuff. You're just supposed to pretend it didn't happen. Their audience is about, like, you and I aren't supposed to pretend shit. We don't have to, but that audience is. You know, they're supposed to sit around and and pretend they've all been pals too. You know,
Right. They're
I'm
supposed to
glad.
just forget all of that. That put on your big girl pants and, oh, Michelle's going to be fine now. She's on her own. I'm done with her. I'm done. I'm through. I'm finished.
Has Ray disappeared?
Maybe. When was the last time he did a stream?
I gotta look now. Let me see.
Actually, that's good for him though. Like, I hope he has disappeared. I really do, because a man his age and mental capacity should not be on YouTube. It's a dangerous place for him.
I think Clark Stark got him finally. So the last video was on March 29th.
Yeah, he's taking a hiatus. Good. He needs to. Stay away, Ray.
Ooh, he was getting crazy for a while. I don't know, man. I don't know. I think it was really funny.
I mean, in a way, I'm sad
19
because
days.
I love to hear Jay's recaps of Ray's streams too. But for Ray's own health, I think he needs to concentrate on his family and his grandchildren and, you know, just his own healing from, you know, the grieving process, and stay away from YouTube because these people are toxic as hell. They really are. They're toxic. Sounds like Tug's dealing with a kidlet problem, so we'll just go on while he's taking care of that. I didn't read this. Let's see, what does it say? You do realize that any tips or any super chats or whatever, they're all gifts. No, they're not gifts. The IRS actually categorizes them as tips, which is taxable. They are not gifts. Believe me, if I could have categorized them as gifts for tax purposes, I would have. And if she's doing that, by the way, yeah, that's going to get her audited. Because you cannot, believe me, I've been over this with my accountant multiple times. Like, are you sure? Are you sure that we can't say this is a gift?
Well, you know, it's when people are sending you money that it's not meant for you. You know, can I call?
Can you call that money a gift?
Yeah, can I say that if, again, we joke about all kinds of stuff, but we're not running charity streams saying that, you know, we're gonna again save some little kid from you know, poverty or whatever. If I were doing
save our own kids from poverty. That's what we're doing here.
Well, you know, if I were talking about helping some other person, that's what I would do, you know. Absolutely.
Exactly.
You know,
by the way, folks, I just want to say also to the chat, last night we raised some money for You Are the Power. And Ryan Ralston showed up on the show to talk about it and, you know, tell you guys about it. You guys did so good. He has to get in a river and dance. Just letting you know that it's going to happen. And he was so thrilled. You Are the Power is so happy about last night.
By the way?
I'm going to check right now, actually, because I'm not sure. But I know it was over $1,500 when we ended. So let me see where it's at now. I'm going to have to look for the link because I don't know where their campaign is on the website. Oh, there it is. Here's the April campaign. So, well, where is it? Go to the donate.
Go to the no.
There we go. $1,640 it's at right now. So $1,640 raised. The goal is $7,000 by the end of April. And you guys did a lot of that. You did almost all of it. So just thank you so much for that. They are thrilled, by the way. They are just thrilled. And when we start the Hernandez trial next week, I'll be pushing that again to keep on sending them until we hit that goal. because it's for a really important cause. So thanks again for your generosity. You guys really, you blow me away every time. Every time. I just think you're the best chat. The absolute best.
These people, they took the family in need thing and they ran with it, and they ran with it hard, and they convinced people they would, again, it's amazing to me to see them just flagrantly talking about how the money, this is ThATuMBRELLA talking, by the way. This is her statement. So and props Mark for putting that up. But I mean, this again, you know, people are thinking like this is some random person. No, this is them talking about money given to them. Again, how do you say that it's not fraud anymore?
I don't know, because the way the narrative keeps changing and the story keeps changing, whereas first it's, oh, it all went to where we said it went. Then it's, well, we're allowed to keep whatever's left over. And then it's, well, we have no obligation to use it for what you said it was for. Like, what?
Yeah, we don't
can't imagine saying that to my chat. I have no obligation to use it for what I said I was going to use it for. What?
I cannot imagine. You know, and they also admitted that this stuff is it's a trust issue. So they admitted that, you know, when you don't turn that stuff over, it creates a trust problem. But they're like, well, that's just that's not a problem for them. You know, trust is a major problem for anyone else, but not them. They've never had that problem. You know, they're like, oh, it's only a trust issue. I mean, imagine you telling the chat, well, I know, I said I was going to do blah, blah, blah with the money that, you know, we were going to help a family in need, but I'm not legally obligated to do any of that.
That's crazy. I'd be afraid to say something like that. I'd think I was going to jail, because that's, in my opinion, that's fraud. Not using money for what you said you were going to use it for is fraud. Like if you said, I'm going to use this money for X, Y, Z, and then you don't, that's fraud. You can't do that. And I don't care what codicil she puts on it or what spin she puts on it. You can't do that. And will she get away with it? She might, because authorities, you know, she's doing a thing where the numbers are small enough. Even $100,000 is not, the government doesn't consider a giant sum, right? So they're looking, when they look at financial crimes, they're looking at millions, people who are scammed out of millions, right? And so they're smart enough to keep it on the lower side where they can get away with it.
What has to happen is this has to make noise outside of, it's been loud. I mean, there are thousands upon thousands of people who know about it, but it needs to be louder, because they will be embarrassed to act. You know, that's the way. If you embarrass them into acting, they will definitely act.
I will say, though, I did find out through sources that I still have in the political sphere that one of the reasons why some of these financial crimes are not being looked into is because the DOJ is on orders from the new administration of what they're going to focus on, and their focus is on violent crime. And so financial crimes have taken a back seat. So if you have noticed that there's not a whole lot of motivation with the federales here to do anything about financial crimes, that's one of the reasons. And it's not a negative statement about the current administration. Every administration has their own goals, right? And the things that they've promised their voters, and the DOJ can't do everything at once, and so each administration focuses on something different. So if I've been told, very in no uncertain terms, the financial crimes are being pushed to the back burner right now. So are you going to have a lot of success with a low number of financial crime right now? Probably no way. Probably not at all.
So the most, I guess the saddest thing about that is when you hear a donor saying, hey, because of my loss in my life, I felt motivated to give money I couldn't afford. And since you haven't done anything, it wasn't meant for you, So all I want is proof that it happened. And they were like, no, we're not going to do that. Okay, well then, I want my money back. Yeah, no. And you remember they promised that donor, by the way, money back live. They actually said, yes, I will give that money back. And then they weaseled out of it. But what's bad is a person can tell you stories like that. And the answer that these people had was, well, that person's, and then it go into character assassination. This person's drunk or they're this or that. My God, they're telling you, they're pouring their heart out and they gave money. These people attack donors, it's so crazy. I can't imagine attacking donors and stuff like this, but they do. They do very much.
They do.
So.
They absolutely do.
And just for asking questions, again, I'm not saying that, when somebody, they own a piece of you or anything, but man, they are owed the thing that you tell them. First of all, not that you're getting, but they promised them that they would show them progress, and they didn't. They promised. All you have to do is remember.
We promised you a memorial to the memorial that never was, and we showed up for that. We actually gave you within 2 weeks or 3 weeks an actual. You can go visit it memorial to the memorial that never was.
Yep.
How hard is that? It's not hard at all. It came together quite seamlessly, and a bunch of people contributed. And now there's a really cool memorial to the memorial that never was and never will be that you can go take pictures in front of. And frankly, I'm really proud of that.
Well, and I thought it was very funny that we managed to put that thing together faster than they, they had
so
over a
much
year.
Faster.
Yeah, they had well over a year.
It took us 3 weeks.
They were whining after a couple of days. Where's that at? I'm like, wait a minute, don't we get a year?
And ours included a handmade, from scratch, a wishing well that Coop made. I mean, and he did that. He turned that around in less than 3 weeks.
Yep.
Amazing speed. So it isn't hard to follow through on a thing you say you're going to do. And if you do have a problem following through, it's most likely a fraud.
Well, if there's the problem is that, if it were a difficulty, that would be something too. But it wasn't a difficulty. Their difficulty is telling the truth. That's their
right. They struggle with truthiness.
Yeah.
That's the problem for them.
Yeah, exactly. But they go in and they talk about, so you do realize that any tips or super chats or whatever, they're all gifts. You realize that, right? And they all went to Holly Jolly Christmas. Did you see everything at the early Christmas? Maybe you didn't. Because they're talking about Venom here. Venom says that it's something that would be called proof that she was receiving funds on behalf of Preston. She shows the Amazon things. Well, yeah, they're actually talking about cash money. So this is the thing here. This is what they note. As a matter of fact, only me sent quite a few $1,000s and said, go get the rest on Amazon wish list that hasn't been purchased. So that was done. Yeah. Okay. So let's say there were 20 items on an Amazon wish list. What do you think they cost? If we're being overly zealous about it, let's say that every item cost $100 a piece.
Which is way more than
let's fill it. Let's fill it all the way up.
Okay.
Let's get crazy and say there's 50 items on there at $100 a piece. Which they were not even close to.
Not even
that's
close.
That's
It's
only
a bunch of
$5,000.
cheap crap like batteries and twinkle lights.
Yeah, but that's only $5,000. So, we're talking about them ghosting, like she said, thousands, and those thousands. I mean, we're talking about some heavy amounts of money. We're talking tens of thousands of dollars that they're discussing here. So it's not feasible like the thing that they're claiming, it can't be real because the math don't math. And I realize that I don't stream with a mathlete or anything, but last night was funny.
You do not.
You know what was really funny last night is, when Nick was laughing about your lack of math skills. He doesn't know about hot plate math, so
yeah, we need to tell him about hot plate math. How many hot plates is that? Yeah.
Yes, then maybe he'll understand like what the Common Core. Forget that. Use hot plate math.
We use hot plate math here.
Yeah. If you can't make it work on hot plate math, it doesn't make sense.
It does not exist if it can't be done in hot plate math. Nope.
Have you seen the turtle madness?
Turtle magnets?
Madness. I said madness.
Oh, madness. No, I haven't. So I rely on you to bring me all the best gossip from Turtle Purgatory.
Dude, first of all, somebody's been on an absolute just posting spree. Okay.
Would that somebody have 36 different names that she can use?
Yes, they have let's put it this way. Look, this is standing in the truth. Look at all the different.
The hell was that thing? Go back.
I don't want to. It's a kid.
Oh,
a fake kid. Look, this looks like a Megan Fox. Look,
I'm not even gonna tell you what.
That looks like an AI Megan Fox.
It does.
Yeah. When I saw that at first, I thought, is that Megan? And she's putting up little kids updates. I'm trying to scroll through those, but I mean, look at all these things.
What's with the AI children?
Oh, she just keeps sharing
creepy,
like
man.
weird stuff, man. And
What the
also,
heck is that?
okay, this is a person that they supposedly, they like to talk about how ungodly and everything else people are, and yet they're sharing stuff from Psycho
Bitch Lou,
who is my motto these days can be basically summed up as I'm a good ass woman and I'm not here for your bullshit.
Oh God.
Oh God, that's so cringy, man. But I mean, it's just piles and piles. So that's been going on. Meanwhile, there have also been on ye old turtle place. Now, remember, somebody told us they were going to give us some proof of life. You remember that?
Yeah, and I've been waiting for that because I have deep concerns that the tortoises are dead.
Well, guess what? You're not going to actually get a proof of life video. You will get a couple of pictures that, due to us all being sick. Remember I want to remind people, first of all, you remember when she was on her channel and she was supposed to make videos? You remember all that? She was going to make make a video. It's coming. It was going to be the stuff that proved everything about Lisa. You remember that?
Yeah.
And she never made it. She would never make it.
Never did. No.
So this is reminding me of the same thing. We're being told we're going to get one, and due to being sick, and
Kinda
yet
like lawsuits. I'm filing it. When are you filing it?
I'm telling you, she really screwed up if she's going to threaten everybody with lawsuit. Oh, it's funny too. They've been trying to use the to prove litigiousness. They've been trying to use the lawsuit against her and Bruce. The first thing out of that, they do realize that spawned out of stuff that she was actually doing. That all the state court stuff, again, all of that, it spawned out of her. And then the unlicensed practice of law, that's what they're talking about, that spawns out of Bruce, where he has actually already gotten in trouble for that.
Right.
He has been called out for it in the court. They're looking into it. So it's not like it's some brand new thing. These people haven't even done like a modicum of research when they talk about that. But I've seen, that's proof. No, if anything, you would think like you could look at a lawyer practicing without being allowed to practice in Florida, that's a problem. And writing, a million freaking letters and trying to sway the courts, they would have if Randy did something like that, they would definitely see the problem with it. But
oh yeah, for sure.
But she's like, due to us being sick, a video could not be had, but we will get to it and we will be posting a video at some point.
At some point. Okay.
At some point. Remember, they promised a video
Grandma.
in a week.
Back to your stories.
Yes, back to okay. At some point.
Okay, Grandma, I'll get you some egg salad. Watch your stories. I mean, like, what are we talking about?
What we're talking about is their newest fail here. Because again, anybody that has been keeping up with any of this stuff that she does, again, she's been complaining too that nobody will give her money, over here. And they asked for proof of life. So she put up two images, and she also started going through banner pictures, and people were noting with the banner pictures, those were from Northport.
Oh, why am I not surprised? Color me not surprised.
Her excuse is, well, yeah, I'm just trying to find a new banner picture. That wasn't me doing anything like wrong or bad. Okay.
But you're using old photos when people ask you for proof of life?
Yeah, indeed.
Okay. What about these ones here? Are any of these, does anybody know?
Well, this one right here. So this snake one, this is old. This is from 2019. This is an old picture that's cycling in if we're petting the turtle. And these others, like these were posted recently, but who knows? It also, that's the problem. Make a video of 18 fucking turtles. And all these people keep saying, well, she didn't have to. She didn't have to.
And show a picture of, and videotape today's newspaper when you do it, because otherwise I'm not going to believe you.
Own us. Come on, own everybody. I mean,
I don't think those tortoises are alive. I'm going on record right now. I don't think they're alive. And if Lynette wants to prove that they're alive, she needs to do that. Because she said she was out of money. She's not buying turtle food. I mean, she wouldn't take it from Tina. Why wouldn't you take turtle food if you needed it?
That was so strange that she would not take.
She said she didn't need it.
Yeah.
Why not?
I mean, that is such a strange thing to refuse, food when she's asking for donations for food.
All of a sudden, when she wasn't.
Well, she's asking for money for food.
Oh, not food, just money for food.
Money for food.
Sure. Okay.
That's the.
Yeah, I don't believe you, Lynette. You sit on a throne of lies. I don't believe it. So prove that those tortoises are actually alive, or shut up about it, because I'm not believing this random undated pictures that could have been from any time at all.
Well, they also, okay, so let me pull up like the stacking pictures that do pull up. All right. Like some of these, you can tell they're recycling into banners, but here, let me show you this. Okay. So like these, all right. They also, one of the things when you're focusing in, you're not showing any of the background. You can't actually look at the turtle and its ears and tell how healthy it is. That hay looks very sparse, by the way. It's more mud than hay.
I feel like I've seen that picture before.
Well, those pictures just don't look, that doesn't look good. I mean, if you look at the ground, they've got, they've got the hay down, but there's not a lot there, there's not a lot there. Now they put these up and, again, what am I getting with this? I'd love to
there's
again,
no date. There's no specified, there's no way to prove when the pictures were taken. This is not proof of life.
Well, on top of it too.
God, she could have got those from the internet somewhere.
It's two pictures, it's two turtles rather. It's two turtles. It's not, she claimed 18. Again, you would think even people that they're like, oh yeah, this is blah, blah, blah. God, man, after these people, they were okay calling her a liar and everything else before, and they don't want proof of something now. That's kind of strange, isn't it?
Yeah, very weird.
I would definitely demand, proof. If somebody was asking, like, if you're asking an audience for that too, because she's asking, she's bringing this stuff up also on the fats. She's bringing this stuff up in chats. So,
you know what else is weird? Somebody sent me an article today about Levy County.
Oh, about that
cracking down on animal abuse. And the sheriff was quoted as saying, "We are concerned about the animals in Florida, and you will not get away with treating them poorly on our watch, and we will come down on you with, the force of 1,000 suns," or whatever the hell he said. Yet, when Fish and Wildlife come out and find multiple violations of animal mistreatment, tanks without enough water, no shade, covered in inappropriate size pools, all of this stuff, animals in need of antibiotics, they do nothing to her. Nothing. So please, forgive me if I do not believe that the sheriff gives a crap about animals in Levy County. I just don't. They just let her get away with anything she wants. And God, for the life of me, Tug, I cannot figure out why. What does this woman have on them? Or what is she doing for them? Maybe she's an informant too.
Well, that's the thing. Or maybe, I mean, honestly, enough people have gone to jail around them and other stuff. You have to wonder.
You have to wonder. I mean, it is bizarre to me. I've never seen anything like it. I've never seen so many law enforcement officials be so unconcerned with what's going on over there.
Well, they don't care about humans. That's the other crazy thing about Levy County. So they talk about how animals matter, which animals should matter too. I'm not saying they shouldn't, but humans should also matter.
Right.
But in
the case of Lynette Preston, neither animals nor humans, including children, don't matter. They don't care about her animals, her child, nothing.
Well, they definitely have failed at their duties. And I believe that failure goes higher up the ladder. I do believe they've been told not to do. I mean, we know that by now. We've seen.
We know it because Dan Owen has said it.
Yeah, I mean, it was put into a police report. So we know that exists. So but we also know about the background for Levy County, and we know that they do not do anything when it comes to victims, period. I mean, they're terrible about it. So
yeah,
I've seen a lot of call outs for this stuff here, and noting the old. Now she flipped out on one of these because people mentioned, "Hey, this is old." She's like, "Oh, I'm just doing this. I'm just putting up a." Oh, check this out. So the one that had John in it, that picture with a pet.
Yeah.
So here, check the comments out underneath it. She left her comments open. Oh my God, they're funny. "I simply updated my profile picture. I really don't understand why you would message and say something like that when I'm simply picking up the different picture for my profile picture. I happen to love the picture. That's the first day we got George." Wait, who's George?
Oh my God, that's right. I forgot they had a tortoise named George.
Yeah,
that same tortoise was in the paper in Northport.
Yep. Maybe that's why they're
because she has always been an attention-seeking hoe.
It's just amazing to me.
Always. She has always gone to the media asking for attention for her tortoise rescue bullshit, telling stories about George and how George would, it wouldn't surprise me if she didn't name George after George.
Oh, I would never be surprised by anything that happens with these people, just to be honest,
I'm telling you, attention-seeking hoes, man. They're everywhere.
Oh, this stuff it's funny and crazy, but she's like, I love that picture. It's the first day we got George observed that bothers you, ma'am. Here, I'll help you. I'll just remove you from the page. Have a blessed day. How dare you ask me questions?
Have a blessed day.
Have a blessed day, ma'am. I'll just remove you. Get your food done, my love.
Oh my God.
I love the fact that, it always becomes some kind of crazy lecture. And remember, again, she's begging these same people. She's banned a lot of people recently when she started asking for money, and she was banning people again over emojis. So
she's always doing that. She has this obsession with the emojis.
As I wrote to the drama queen below.
Okay.
This is a very special picture for me. This is the first day we got George. It was amazing, absolutely amazing. We were actually trying to get him into the backyard to put him into his pen. Oh, have you seen the? Oh, gross! Let me find something. I got good what?
What?
What in the world? Is that supposed to be 57 to 58? She's talking about his age.
5,758. Okay.
He is a
George is 5,000 years old.
He is a walking fossil. Yeah, let me find.
George is 5,000 years old. Amazing.
Isn't that amazing? Yeah.
I mean, she could qualify for something for that. You would think they would just give her an animal rescue for having a tortoise that's 5,000 years old.
Exactly.
And somebody give her a medal, maybe a sainthood. She did a miracle. Saint Lynette did a miracle.
Oh, indeed. She so she has a bunch of old videos, by the way, that are getting pointed out because of her changing all this stuff up. And there's one, I'm trying to see if I can find it real quick. There's a Melissa posted earlier. It's of the hot. They've got a bunch of turtles in a hot tub, right? And the water in it is so gross. I mean, it's just so gross.
Wait, are you supposed to put turtles in a hot tub?
Well, it's an old empty hot tub with a bunch of...
Ew.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to boil the turtles.
Ugh. Well, even if it's off or anything, the water in it is green.
Good Lord. Those tortoises and turtles would be better off to be just let off down the highway.
Actually,
honestly,
these were they look like sliders. So, here they are. Okay. Check this. Give me a minute.
They would do better just to be released into the wild.
So
it's absurd that she can call herself a tortoise rescue. It's gross.
Well, apparently anybody can call themselves anything they want. So
true.
I'm a
Lego rescuer, by the way. I have a Lego rescue.
Look at that water.
If anyone would like to donate to my Lego fund, I rescue Legos. That is so gross. Why would you put turtles in a hot tub?
Because it's a green spot. I don't know.
Who would do this?
It's just so funny looking at it because it's the color of that water is just funky. You can.
That's gross.
Yeah. We get a few close-ups too. Look at that.
Ah, no.
I mean, these turtles.
Ew.
There's no point in having all those turtles. Those turtles could live in the wild.
Yeah. Why does she? Isn't the point of a rescue to rehabilitate them and then let them go?
Well, these type of turtles, unless they've got some like major injury or something, there's no reason to really be keeping them like this. You know, like I said, I've had enough turtles. You know, I've picked up plenty of turtles out in the wild. We've had, I don't know, we're in the middle of nowhere sometimes. I mean, I do a lot of crazy country shit.
That's not
as much
a big
anymore.
enough tub for all those turtles.
Way too many at one place. That is 100%. When I saw that too, I thought, my God.
I wouldn't put more than 2, maybe 3 in a pool that size. Like they're on top of one another. They're literally on top of one another. That's gross.
And you have to question, you know, are they fighting for food? Like, how is this working out? You know,
I don't see any food. It's just gross green water. When was this posted?
This is an older where she's been going through stuff. Apparently, a lot of the older videos are missing. You know, she's privated them out. So when people are talking about, hey, that comes from something that's older, well, hard to prove that anymore because.
Oh, wait, is this a video?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, you should play it.
Yeah, you want to say it? I don't. Do you want to hear her talk too? It's 9 minutes.
Yeah, I think it would be funny.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Ready?
A video of the turtle.
It's the turtle.
Wet, leaking. It's leaking out, John, the water. There's leaking out the water.
Well, the water's even leaking. Look at them fighting for space.
Something is not tight.
That one is drowning that other turtle.
Why is there water?
It's a death match.
They're fighting it out. Look at they're trying to drown one. Look at
why is it all wet?
Oh my God, it's Turtle Mageddon in there.
Wait,
anyway, I'm on a video. Here's the turtle.
Why is it all wet in here? And you know, in this this
why
thing full of turtles.
John, it's leaking. The water is all leaking out.
There's water in the turtle.
The water's leaking. Holy cow.
Now, you want to see how big your girls are? Look at them. They're monsters. They're big. They're gorgeous. Yeah, the girls are doing good. They're all doing good. There's Sunny.
Look, she was getting blowback 6 years ago because she's taking the comments down. No, but look, she's taking the comments down because you can tell somebody was complaining 6 years ago saying that's not enough room. And she's like, no, it's big when it's filled up. So you can see even now, years ago, like if you look at, you can see the angry, you know, this had, by the way.
It's a turtle gauntlet.
This had 4,000 views and got 11 reactions. Let's see. It got a handful of upvote, which, you know, upvote, if you get a love, maybe. Upvote, well, that doesn't mean a lot. But yeah, it's a turtle.
It's a turtle gauntlet.
Looks like they're fighting in a sewer.
Animal hoarding.
It drained. He's going to suck out the rest of that murk in the bottom.
Oh, lovely.
But look how big they are. Look how big these beautiful babies are. They're huge and beautiful. There's one right there. Say hi, Mama.
Oh God, I hate babies. I hate
There's
babies.
our baby. Here's the other baby.
People use babies.
Since we have actually a third one in there, not quite sure which ones are which, but I think it's that one and that one. I don't know. They all look alike.
They look like yellow bellies.
They're all right here. So.
Aren't those yellow belly sliders? Because they've got the ear marks.
I don't know. I
stuff.
can't
They look like yellow
identify
bellies.
turtles. I'm not a redneck like you.
Yamaha
Yamaha says draining. Why have they marinated enough?
Well, they're either painted or yellow belly. Again, I haven't messed with
I
turtles.
don't know anything about turtles.
It's been a minute, but the whole point is like these things. They don't seem to be in bad shape as far as they could be out in the world. It's just I want to own turtles kind of thing is what this looks like. This doesn't.
Yeah, it
look like
also
rescue.
seems like she's trying to sell them.
I mean,
don't you think it sounds like she's trying to sell them?
It's
and also,
awesome.
she admits that water is gross. She's well, we're draining all of the murky water.
Yeah.
Well, why would you show people this? Why wouldn't you wait till you change the
Drain
water and then filled it all the way up so
Well,
people aren't
and she gets mad
complaining.
about blowback with this stuff. That's what amazes me.
She does it to
you know?
herself every time. She posts this stuff and everybody goes, hey, wait, that looks wrong. Those animals don't look like they're comfortable or whatever. And she freaks out. Well, look at them. They're fighting for a spot. They're drowning each other, trying to climb on top of one another.
It just looks disgusting.
How are they supposed to live in a tiny hot tub?
They're not. They're not supposed to live in a tiny hot tub, you know?
I feel like I've been to places
cleaning it for them.
with turtles. I feel like I've been to places with turtles before where they have like habitats for them.
Yeah.
And they don't look anything like this.
Well, I mean, it's just gross. Like that, you know, to have the water look like that stuff, that means they've been in there for a minute. You know, they've been living in that. They've been living in filth.
Gross.
And this isn't the first time that this has been an issue. You know, they had that issue when Fish and Wildlife came out, where they had been living in filth too.
I love how she's always screaming at John in every single one of her videos. It never fails. John, get away from the window.
John, did you not perform a miracle today?
Look at my babies, John. Why is this leaking?
I just love the fact that, like, she, you know, when they have problems with this stuff too, like they're always blaming someone else. You know?
Right.
Jeremy Hales is their new scapegoat, but it's people in the, you know, if a person out there is like, hey, you know, a lot of people have asked for proof of life. And if you ask for proof of life or you note that, hey, these are old videos, I thought you said you were going to put up new ones. Well, I'll just ban you. How's that sound? Okay. But don't be begging for my fucking money then, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that's how it works. You know, and people are watching this. She needs to understand too. She may be having some encouragement from like a handful of these morons out there, but what are they doing for you exactly? You know, there are thousands of them. You've got thousands of people following, and they see what you're doing. They see you banning people for asking questions, and you can say, "Well, this is because of drama or whatever." How many of them have heard of any of this stuff that you're trying to blame it on? You know, how many of them know who a Jeremy Hales is?
Exactly.
You know, a lot of people, they may not even know who runs this page.
Right.
You know, they may think that this is just, I mean, I follow plenty of freaking pages.
Just some turtle abuse page.
Turtle.
Sorry, I mean rescue. Sorry.
It's bad when the rescue needs to be happening against the rescue, you know?
Yeah, someone needs to rescue these turtles from this rescue.
I mean, seriously, this is not good.
This video is depressing me, but I want to see more.
I call her Sunshine. Go, Sunshine, go. Go, Sunshine, go. There's all the kids.
I'm telling you.
Yep, they're all
I
awesome.
talk to my dog like that. I can't help
I hate it.
myself.
Tortoises are doing good. They're hiding. They're not out right now. Skittle Diddles is. There's
Skittle Diddles. Skittle Diddles.
It's just running a grass mud.
Hi, baby.
Look at him. He's trying to escape.
That does. So that is the same kind of fence. Okay.
He's
Look
trying to escape, Tug. He's headbutting it.
Look at the fence, though. See, I kept thinking okay, so they're pins. People were saying some of these turtles, are those from new ones or old ones? And again, they brought up the fact that the pictures that she was putting up, you know, they don't look, because the fence type, I mean, it's the same type of fence. Now, again, they could just be using the same kind of construct. I don't know, but
I don't know.
Video with
I think that tortoise is trying to escape, man. He's headbutting it.
Well, we've already seen a few of them. Yeah, we've heard about them digging their
Look
way
at
out.
he's
It's like he's
trying
digging.
to tear that fence down.
Hi, Diddles. There's Diddles. Yes, and to the people who said they didn't like the way our pens looked.
Your pins look terrible. So look, 6 years ago, they were getting complaints about pins.
Mm-hmm.
And those pins look terrible, by the way. Look at how it's set up. That looks awful. It does. That is not how you set up turtle. God. Oh,
that's
Lord.
better than the
poop
hot
on
tub,
them.
though.
My
I'll give her-
pens
I'll
are
give
better
her
than
that.
anybody's pens. This is the nicest setup. They even got lights on top.
Oh wow, the lights.
We
That
got
gives
all
them
kinds
some
of things
dime.
going. We got sweet potato vines.
Yeah, this is
Wait a minute.
We've
Wait a
got
minute. Is this in Otter Creek? Because
this is in Northport.
those look exactly like the pens.
That's
that
what
they
I'm
put up in
saying.
Otter Creek.
That's what I'm saying.
So
Like
did
that
they even
picture.
put up the pens in Otter Creek, or have they just been pretending and using these same? No, because I feel like on the Fish and Wildlife video, I saw these pens.
You saw pins, yeah. You
Yeah.
saw, but they may use the same. That's what I'm saying with the design. Like, again, the thing that would really get people past concern would be do a video show. Again, you're asking for money. Like these people act all obstinate about it. We don't owe anybody. Well, nobody owes you any fucking money either. You know,
Right.
So, I swear there should. What I've learned from rescues and more though is that there need to be stricter laws in place about what we can call a rescue.
Right.
all of their hibiscus so we can give them the flowers. Yeah, that's jasmine. Where did you get jasmine? Is that what I bought? Oh man, that is what I bought, I think. Or is that some kind of, I don't know what that is. I planted it and I don't know what it is. Looks like jasmine now or some kind of citrus. Right here. Oh no, that is jasmine. Oh my gosh. Or some kind of orange. I don't know.
Or some kind-
Dr. Samson.
Well, what's bad is if she doesn't
even know what it is, but she's going to feed it to the tortoises.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Depending on what it is, if it's true jasmine, would be generally safe for a turtle. But and that again, anything in moderation. But if it's not true, you know, a lot of things
It
fall
looks
under
like
that.
a mock orange to me, but
There's
I don't know.
plenty of plants that fall under that are toxic to add to turtles. Like you cannot just randomly feed them anything and be like, they're gonna be
Right.
okay.
There's Samson. Hi, baby. What you doing? What you doing, my boy?
She talks
Here, want
nicer
some
to those
cactus?
tortoises than she
You
does to the
want cactus?
kid.
The kid, yeah.
You want some cactus?
I wonder if
You
you feeds the
cannot
kid
have my
cactus, too.
fingers. You cannot have my fingers, but you can have the cactus. It's not very nummy. That's been sitting there. I was going to grow it. No? You don't want that?
Hell no,
You just
woman, I
want
want
petting.
freedom.
Gotcha. I gotcha. I gotcha. I gotcha, bud. Oh, that's all he wanted was a scratch.
He wanted freedom.
Probably
that's what
wants
he wanted.
kisses. You want kisses?
No.
I don't think so.
Oh, no.
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 Kisses.
He went under the shell. He
He's
went into
like,
the shell.
Thank
He's like,
you.
no.
Save
Did
me,
he get a new
God.
house, though?
Save me.
That's his new house over there.
Oh, Lord.
Yep. So he's got the new house.
He's like, how do I get away from this woman? There we
Yep.
go.
He's got the new house. Oh, where's Georgie Porgy? There's George.
Who's George?
George and his ball.
Who's George?
George.
George's balls. What?
George.
George is like,
I
not
do
this
it.
woman again.
Georgie. Yeah, I gotta plant some more loofah.
Loofahs. What?
Loofah?
Since our
What?
lovely neighbor
God.
decided to kill every bit of it.
Oh,
by
she
cutting
hates her neighbors there too.
stalks.
Yeah.
Yep, he weed eated them. That was nice of him, right? We're gonna plant more though. We got
So
some
she
fence
hates
that
her
we're gonna
neighbor
put up
there,
against the
too.
fence
Well,
to
I'm seeing
hopefully
a
keep
theme.
the stems from going through. But that fence is 6 inches onto our property. Well, 4
Oh,
or
here
6.
we go.
So
Her
technically,
neighbor is
he murdered
encroaching.
the plants on my own
And he
property.
murdered her plants.
So yeah, I've already talked to the city about it. Anyway,
She
there's
complained to
George.
the city about another
There's-
neighbor.
There's
Big
Samson.
surprise.
There's Samson. Hi, baby. Your shell is looking good. You
Sounds
could
like-
use a scrubbing.
Feed me,
So we come
please.
scrub ya.
Yeah.
So we get some shampoo and scrub ya.
Shampoo.
There
What?
he is in his place, in his house. His
Are you
water
supposed to
needs
put
changed.
shampoo on a turtle?
You're not really supposed to put
Bamboo.
on
We're gonna
any-
make lean-tos, so we're pulling out the bamboo. John is and bleaching it. The one on the fence.
Why did they move away from this place?
Yeah,
not
there's a
supposed to
little one I
clean
noticed
the-
down there.
See, product.
Here's
any
what's
kind,
left.
any kind of product can cause a skin irritation, you know. Or if you dry out their shells, I mean that can be it can be fatal. What they tell us, I remember with cleaning turtles that you know you're talking about. At most, even people argue about this too, but some kind of like very soft toothbrush. I don't know, clean water. And using, and again, even with toothbrush, people argue about, is that actually, you know, is some of that too harsh? So you have to be careful. So to say you're shampooing your
She's
animals,
gonna put detergent on it. Oh my gosh!
I mean, can you imagine?
No.
How would you like the turtle has no defense over it, like being put in his eyes or anything else?
Good Lord!
God, these poor turtles, man. Turtles are like, I'm in hell.
I mean, that's why they're always trying to get out. They're trying to knock the fence down.
Does my loofah. Ow. Yep. That one's done.
Oh yeah, that sounds great.
But John's making bamboo lean-tos. This is going to be long. The ginger is deciding to die off, but it does have a flower coming. Oh no. Yes, I know. I see it. Trying to get the weeds. Yep. There's a little tiny bloom coming from it. That one died off already. They need water, John.
Yeah, John.
Yeah, John.
You see this citrus or
They
whatever
need water,
the heck
John.
this is that I got?
John is the only one that can take care of
Going
anything.
crazy. It smells citrusy,
Get to it,
but then
water
again,
boy.
It smells like jasmine.
Dude, just love it.
I know, and I don't know.
I love
I
how
don't
John
know
is
what
the
it
only
is.
one that can be told to, John,
Yeah.
get on his work.
Anyway,
John.
there's the kids' pens. He's in his house. Now he's running around. Turtles are getting their water back. Let's see where little man is.
Geez, she had a nice yard back
Little
then.
man, where are you?
Why give it up
Normally
for a
he's
garbage
down
dump?
here in the dirt.
Well,
Somewhere.
that's why it, you know,
Have you seen him today?
when they talk about doing this
Okay, where is he?
kid-wise and stuff, people
I don't see
question
his
it.
shelf sticking out anywhere. He doesn't have no pellets.
Yeah, like, why would you
We're
move
live.
your kid
Or
away
we're
from
on
this
video.
big
Yeah.
backyard with no scrub
water.
anywhere?
Going back in.
Oh Lord, here's the hot tub.
There's the kids. There's the kids.
Oh my God.
There, little man. There he is. Hi, Bubba. Hi, Bubba.
I have
Want mommy
never
to get
heard
you?
her use this
Oh,
tone of voice with that
hello, Bubba.
kid.
You're so lonely in there. He needs another one.
Or with John, for
He
that
needs
matter.
a Herman's.
Right.
Anybody want to give up your little Herman's?
John
Let
doesn't
us
get any
know. 'Cause
nicety
Bubba
either.
needs a friend. Who's Napoleon? He needs a friend. He's so cute. Look at him. He's adorable. He's just adorable. Get him some pellets, though. He needs some pellets.
Hey, John, get on that.
Papayas growing here. Look at these midget
Get on that,
trees.
John.
Full of
You're
papaya.
so slow, John. Jeez.
Full.
Look, she had
A
papaya
passion
tree,
vine, not doing so
everything.
hot. I need to hit it with some
Yeah,
Dawn dish soap
they
and
had a,
stuff, but
you
it
know,
is
and
coming along.
people that helped put it together,
The other
fix
one
it up.
took a year to grow, and it was gorgeous. And this one's having
They had all that
problems.
stuff going for them, but
Anyway, bananas. Never had a
Banana trees.
Had bananas 3 years
Wow.
and no bananas. Time to get new plants. Sugar
Oh
cane.
no, you don't get new plants when they don't fruit.
Yep.
You just tell
We got
them,
some
if you don't
rosemary,
bloom
our
and give
pineapple
me
plants,
fruit,
which aren't
I'm going to
doing
cut you
so
down.
good,
And then
our
you see
rest
they'll
of
do
our
it.
mess. So
I think that's what they tell
Goodbye for now.
the turtles do. You know, if you don't bloom, turtles, I'm gonna cut you down.
Or she into soup. Yeah, no, my grandma taught me that trick with the lilac bushes that weren't blooming. She said, I said, I think I'm going to yank them out. She goes, no, you just go tell them, if you don't bloom this year, I'm going to yank you out by the roots. and you'll be no more. That's it. Done. Just go tell them that and have a conversation. I did, and I swear to you, they bloomed that summer. That was it. It's all it took. Try it, folks. It works.
See, these are the new pictures. You're supposed to be all the new. Look, I mean, again, it's sparse. Hey,
it's so depressing in there, man.
Yeah.
And is it me, or do they look like dusty as hell?
Well, I would love some close-up images on the, like good images on that, because there are ways to tell with a turtle if it's healthy or not.
That tortoise looks like the Grim Reaper.
Just I
look
mean,
at that
I feel bad.
face.
I feel bad for these animals. I do. I feel bad for them because they. I mean that looks very depressing. Imagine that is your. Imagine that is your forever home.
Ugh.
You know. No wonder some of them have tried to dig out. Remember, we found out that some tried to escape by digging out there. How crazy
it was the
is that?
Shawshank Redemption. I remember well. That movie won an Oscar. It was fantastic.
It should have too, you know. I mean, it is an underrated
was widely
classic.
acclaimed.
It's an underrated classic.
The Shawshank Redemption, Escape Turtle Purgatory.
Hey, girl, what you doing?
I see a turtle on the screen.
Huh? There's a turtle on the screen, yeah.
I got lost for my actual place.
I didn't turn off fast enough.
I got lost for my place.
Okay. Well, I don't know how to tell you where to go. Here.
It's at 8%.
We'll go. You got a charger? I bought you a charger.
Yeah.
So,
I just like that percent.
All right. Hey, are you going to Gigi's tomorrow?
I took a shower, brush my hair.
Yeah, you did get Sissy help you with the shower. That's great. You got your hairbrush. That's big girl stuff. That's good.
And just one thing.
Mm-hmm.
With the TV on so I can go to sleep.
Okay, well, you need to go get situated, and, you know, we'll get you tucked in a little bit, okay? Okay? Yeah, she's like, yes, I will. All right, close my door, okay? Love you. She's so funny, though. She's like, oh, there's a turtle. Yeah, because I didn't turn my freaking thing off fast enough.
It's funny.
I got a little kill switch for it, but man, she was bouncing in the steps so fast that time. I was like, oh no. We, you know, on top of today too, we are not going to review today. We will. I'll probably read over these tomorrow, but I do want to mention that these exist today. We have. Let me see. We have 2 documents that have come up. We have a motion for leave to file a 3rd amended complaint for ThATu, which only leaves in certain people. And again, it's asking to do that. So we have this filed that, again, it's only specific people that they're asking. Again, they have to ask for leave to do that. And then they have a second document that comes with this, which would be the amended complaint. So that would be the 3rd amended complaint for damages. So again, I want to look it over, and I have not had a chance to look it over well. I do not feel like I'm ready to do all of that.
Yeah, I skimmed it, but I didn't read it all that thoroughly, so I'm in the same boat.
Yeah, that's my problem. So the 3rd amendment complaint is here. You can see everything with it too. Talking about all these idiots. I know.
I'm tired of ThATu. I wish we didn't have to talk about it anymore, to tell you the truth.
Well, ThATu accomplished things that, again, I don't think it caused reactions. Now, these people, did they do this to themselves? These reactions, yes, but ThATu, it pushed them to reactions that.
For sure. Bankruptcy. I don't think we would have gotten the bankruptcy without it.
No,
for sure.
No way we would have gotten even close to the joy we've seen.
But the whole thing, like that judge just hates it so much. There's just no point in keeping it, I don't think.
Well, We'll see. We'll read through and see what's there. We'll read through because, like I said, I want to read it and I want to, see what's actually there. And you're talking about trying to keep the players that he mentioned with Luthman and Preston still active in it. So we'll see the arguments for them. Again, I want to look through it. I like to always, some documents come up that, if it's a small document, I don't mind, but I like to at least look at it somewhat and know what and what my opinion is of it. Because I don't have a good opinion of things with Bolitho. I think Bolitho signaled certain, he pretty much told you what he thought of Fed2. And I want to see, but there also with Luthman, there were some comments with Luthman. So I want to see what I think of that. I also, I understand wanting these people to pay too. I get that, man. It's just, the question, will they? That's
right.
You've got to ask that question when you go through it. So again, these came up. If you're playing along, they're long. They're long documents. So yeah, we will be talking about entire stream. So I'll probably go over both of the. I hate to say I'll get over both of them because there's this one is 19 or 15 pages, and the other one I think is 19 pages. Now again, there may be a decision. Even if there's a decision, I still want to go through them. Just to say what's there, but. You can see, again, this one is a 19-page item as well. But, what's there? I have no idea. I'm actually excited about the FOIA stuff more than anything. Just to be honest.
I can't wait for that.
Well, remember when 2L was like, you're going to FOIA my stuff? I love FOIA. You remember all that? Right. So...
Now suddenly FOIA is illegal.
Yeah. FOIA is harassment.
Jail! Going to jail. You're all going to jail. Okay.
All right. Well, just add it to our long line of things we're going to jail for, right?
Yeah.
Because we're all apparently going to jail for everything. So
so far, I might be getting life by all the different charges, apparently.
I know, man.
Maybe I'll get the electric chair.
Blonde streaks without permission. Lord, apparently she owns the copyright on those because she was doing that back when Christopher Columbus was selling.
Yes, even though she doesn't appear to have them in any pictures or anything. But
it's just it's all the smoke in her hair with the chicken skin.
Oh, maybe.
They take
all that
away.
Marlboro smoke darkens up those blonde streaks.
That's how she gets that sexy voice. Can you hold this for 1 minute? I want to see something real fast, and then I'll get it subject.
Well, folks, currently, I'm watching. I have a kid raid now too. Hold on a second. Hang on. Soon. Sorry about that, folks. I know Tug and I are both gone at the same time. But of course, everybody needs something at the exact same moment. Doesn't it always work that way? So currently, you guys know that whenever I'm doing the show with Tug, I usually have something playing on the screen next to me and on a different screen. It's usually like Korean bakeries. Today, I'm watching a French bakery. This is a bad choice because this is not doing anything for my diet. Have you ever watched them make croissant? Oh my goodness. Now I just want one. This is bad. I've got to stop watching this. What can I watch on YouTube that will make me lose my appetite? Oh, I know. More Turtle Purgatory footage.
You need some of that, though. You need that.
As soon as you had to go away, I had a kid raid.
Did you? That's funny.
Yes, and I had a child who needed to talk to me immediately. So sorry, there was dead air.
Oh no! See, you rely on somebody. You're like, just 1 minute, and they're like, "Oh yes, I'm going to hold your
I will,"
stream
and then it was just silence.
Yeah. Can't trust people.
But at least I wasn't going, hey, Nine Chins. Hey, Snickle Tits.
I sometimes want to. I would. Oh God, I would kick somebody for that kind of mess. I also the StreamYard thing is cutting off pre-stream super chats, so you have to check them again. Remember how we had to do that before?
Wait,
yes.
What do you mean?
So on StreamYard, you know, where when before you start the stream, if somebody super chats, it's not picking them up.
Oh no!
So, yeah, so I found that out.
Did I miss a bunch of them yesterday? Then
I have no idea. I don't know.
Oh my God!
But
well, if I did, folks, I'm really sorry.
Yeah, we're not. You know, it used to do that, and we got out of the habit of checking it when they fixed it, and it's been fixed for a while. But every time they put in a new fix, something goes wrong. You know. All right. Well, I'm gonna hit these anyway. So.
All right, I'm gonna go take care of this kid issue. So I will. Okay. I'll see you later. Bye, chat.
See you. Megan's post-birthday celebration. Man, what a party there. What a party. Let's get into this though. Patrick, thanks for the 5. Enjoyed the stream last night. Here's a little Megan post-birthday money or post-panel recovery pay. Indeed. I have to say indeed. Jack's mom, thank you for that gifted membership there. Thank you, Jack's mom. I appreciate that. Yeah, I got a lot of video game play in last night too. You know, you can tell if I like a person because I'll show up for a panel. Otherwise, I hate panel shows. So I don't like them. You know, big panels. So, but if I show up for one, that means I actually like a person, because otherwise I won't show up for them at all. Yes, F, thanks for the 2. Happy post-birthday, Megan Dobles. That's right. That's right. The Undertaker, thanks for 5. Shout out to Megan for a new drinking game. Every time she muted Just Jay last night, I took a shot. You want to hear something funny? You notice how Just Jay would get unmuted? I would unmute him a bunch of times. I would unmute him. You can unmute, depending. Like you can mess with your unmute stuff. But I was unmuting him, and when I noticed you muted, I would just go ahead and unmute him. That way he can keep going. Max Lab, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for sending over documents today. Like I said, I for sure. We'll go over these. Decision, not decision, just whatever. I'll still go over them. You know, Fed 2. Again, Fed 2. We'll see. We'll see what's up there. But like I said, I'd like to read over what's in it, knowing how the judge has been. Now, again, he did make some statements with paint chips, and you know, again, they were still in the game. So this is not an everybody thing, just a note. It's like, again, the judge made it pretty damn clear how he feels about certain items. So they didn't go with an everybody. But I love, like I said, I'm more excited about the FOIA things, just to be honest. Just because, again, you know, these people, they have made it clear that they never plan on stopping. So the thing that really makes it more of an interesting thing to watch is when something they don't like comes up. You know, if they have to deal with confrontation again. You know, the point to showing those pictures is not to really to show the picture as much as it's to point out the absolute lie. She said those were AI. That wasn't her. So, Paul, thanks for 2. Happy hangover, Megan. Play something loud, Tug. I should have screamed a little. Ah! You know, like the old Pee-wee's Playhouse thing. You know. Today was Scream. Wow. That would have been really funny. Sadly, it would have been torturing myself too. Not from drinking. I actually, I do not. I just, I don't know. I never liked alcohol anyway. And after dealing with, again, people can do whatever they want, but after seeing the effects of alcohol around, I just, myself, I don't mess with it at all. And I try not to have my kids see that after they've seen the effects of it. I pretty much live straight arrow these days, which is, an odd thing. I never thought I would do that, but Fallen Hero, thank you for the gifted membership there. Thank you, Fallen Hero. Appreciate you, my friend. Puzzler. And, Fallen Hero too. Again, as always, I do want to say I do appreciate you all the time. You constants out there. That means a lot. So thank you. Puzzler, thanks too for Megan's pre-birthday in just 364 days. It's rolling up. It's my birthday month now. That's right. Because we have the month space for me. Woohoo! Mine pops up on the 15th of May. Rosalind, thanks for the fun. Happy pre-birthday. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yes, it's my pre-birthday. Woohoo! Also, Rosalind, I want to give a shout out. Rosalind sent, so the girls, remember them talking about how the oldest was talking about sewing. So she got a cool thing in the mail. She got a sewing machine. And that is awesome. It came on a great day. I won't talk about what was going on in the day, but let's just say the day was one that having something kind of awesome pop up to was great. Also, Death's Angel sent some amazing things too. I mean, absolutely freaking amazing stuff. So again, I can't say thank you on that kind of stuff. It's not just items. Some days they hit on the right days. It's the encouragement too. It's great to see the kids also be encouraged to do creative things, things that just for me, I have no idea, how to do any of this stuff, and to see people, encourage, like I said, the learning of it. It's kind of awesome to see the kids be able to do all, when I was a kid too, we were very limited in income. So to see the kids be able to do stuff like that when I myself, couldn't do it. These, the antis have been trying so hard to make it where there's a new bill in Tennessee. I've mentioned this, but they think with the new bill that in Tennessee, there's an internet bill that says that kids cannot own a channel before 14, and if there's posting of materials, that there are strict guidelines on it. If they are if they're part of videos, that doesn't mean if they walk through the room and talk, by the way. It's actually talking about construction of videos. Then there has to be money set aside. But all these idiots think that the law on it is that kids can't be in items. And it's so absurd. They, the nanny state, it's amazing to see people cheer on the nanny state, period. And their interference in anything. But yeah, it's just, it's funny because I seem to remember them putting a kid in. Did you know that kid, by the way, gets to, when they get to a certain age, that child can request not to have, where they've been in videos, for HG example, she could request probably to be out. By then, once one state picks something like that, you'll see it passing all over the place. So it'll be interesting. But these people are so dumb. They've been celebrating the idea because they think that in some way they can force the kids not to be able to walk essentially downstairs and ask their dad for something. while I'm working. You know, they would much rather there be some kind of detrimental thing because, you know, they don't care about kids. They've proven that time and again. I tell you, I never, as I get older, I never thought you could just hate strangers. But some of these people I absolutely despise because they're terrible human beings. You know, they're so consumed with hatred for people they've never met. And they work their way, like some of the, like, look at a Marla. Marla is one of the worst human beings that I've ever seen. But anyway, something to bark about. Thank you for 17 months there. Thank you, something to bark about. Happy belated birthday, Meg, and happy pre-birthday, Tuck. Thank you. Fun stream last night. It was fun to, God, so that stuff was hilarious. Anthony the Warrior, thanks for the 6 months. She tried to get a teeth fixed. The dentist died after the dentist just smelled her breath. Well, it is crazy, though. She had all of that money, and yet Wendy, thanks for the 10 there. My brother died of cancer at 66 this February. Oh, that's awful. Yeah. I mean, you know, as people, you're allowed to do whatever. But, and I just, the costs are prohibitive. Smoking now, again, when I see something, like for myself, I don't smoke or anything like that because, well, first of all, I don't want to, but on top of that, I can't imagine the cost itself for smoking. The cost is insane. Every time I would I'd be thinking, man, you know, that's money that I could use for the house or the kids, but also the health is awful. And green veg, yeah, there you go. Thanks for the 5. She lit the cig, but doesn't inhale. Indeed. I mean, she lied to those people. She was like, I never smoke. I don't smoke. Video comes up. Watch the spin to it. It'll be really funny. And all those people would be like, we didn't care. And it's like, it's not the point. The point isn't if you care or not. The point is you got lied to about all this stuff. You got lied to about things that you knew were true, you know? And everybody was told that, you know, other people that mentioned any of this, they were lying. Mods lied. All these people, they lie about just everything. I just can't believe people were told that those images were, again, AI creations. We were all blamed for creating AI to dunk on her. And like now there's proof out there, 100%. And we're supposed to pretend it didn't happen. Cajun Bio Queen, thanks for the mod there. Love you, Megan. Enjoy your shows. And I quit smoking 10 years. That's awesome. Feel so much better. Yeah, indeed. Now I did smoke cigars. And now cigars did not cost me anything. That's a big part of that, first of all. But also a cigar would be one every 3 days. I would smoke on the same one for, you know, a few days off of that as well. But with that, I don't do anything now. Nothing. In fact, I'm trying to, you know, this is a personal thing, but after the last year of living kind of like a potato where I couldn't do anything, I am doing my damnedest I'm walking every day. I walk heavily. I do a lot to try to get in better shape. And we'll see in a year, you know, again, one of the things too, like that person is one, like she tried to go after me for looks. It was like, you look like a creeper. And I'm like, oh my God, that person? Like I wouldn't let that person around my kids. You know, ain't no fucking way in hell. They look dishonest as hell. They catfish because they catfish because they don't look honest. They look like somebody that when I look at them, I would not trust them with money, just to be frank about it. I wouldn't. I would never be like, hey, yeah, that person, I trust them to hold you know, they're also around, they've got questionable people around them. And it really does, it kind of reflects in the people and the quality that they're, you know, that we see. It kind of, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised how They don't look trustworthy. So, of course, they tried to convince people that that wasn't them. But now suddenly they're proud of it. No, suddenly they're caught in a lie. I just, it's so amazing. I constantly remember the goalpost for it. Photo lady, thanks for the vibe. Tug, can you play the birthday song? Yes. 67, that's awesome. Of course I can. I love it, and I definitely love it for you.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Heck yeah.
From both of us to you. Happy birthday. May all your dreams come true. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
We love to have you here. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Here's to another year.
Healthy, productive years. You know, I love you. Appreciate you there. For sure. I'm happy to be able to share those moments too. Thank you. I hope it has been a great day. On which, thanks for the vibe. Please don't throw that no review teeth. I was in Chiefland for 14 years. One of my teeth fell out. The kids came from, yeah, well, again, the whole tooth thing, it's not about teeth. It's about these damn people. Again, they made fun of everyone's looks. They talked about how they were toothless. They said that everybody that were fans of people like Hales were a bunch of toothless old hags that had mud flaps under their arms. They said this kind of thing. And then when you look at who these people are, they are the thing they pretended to be a different age. They pretended to look different. And now, you know, and they spent so much time making fun of the looks of other people. So I think that, you know, with that, again, that is not a condemnation of anyone except them, because, you know, they thought that was bad. Hey, kiddo, what you doing? Why are you trying to scare me?
Did I scare you a little?
Oh, you did, man. You're frightening like that. You know, that jump scare really got me going.
And I have a shark. I have.
You have a what?
Like.
What is it? Just a minute. What is it? Is it your tooth?
No.
Oh, is it getting wiggly?
No, this one's really good.
Yeah.
But it hasn't even come out yet.
Oh, well, it takes time for it to come out, you know? I told you it would.
Hey, look. Look at this tooth. It's sharp.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they get sharp like that when they're getting ready to, that one's getting ready to come out. But hey, go upstairs so I can finish reading myself.
This one's not sharp.
I know, some of them do. Some of them do over time. It's the way it's leaning and moving, because you can see the gap where that one wants to come out. It's going to come out soon. You know? It's definitely coming out soon. You're going to be getting some tooth fairy visit.
But this one too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're going to have a few of them. You know? You can see them. All right. Hey, be careful. Don't walk up the steps like that. You'll fall. Love you. Love you. Close the door.
I'm on top of the steps.
I hear you. Close it. Photo lady, thanks to the dude. Thank you everyone for the birthday wishes. Hey, well, love to you. I appreciate you there. You know, under the bus. I am 67. My girls are 50 and 48. Oh, good. Is that connected? I don't see how that connects there. Well, I'm glad, like, again, you know, we all have our problems. We're all unique in our own way. And the thing is, here, if you have a problem with something that is correctable, then fix it. If you don't, if you can't fix it, you know, whether that's medical or whatever, then you love and embrace it, you know? But I do believe that you meet bullies on the front line. You don't meet them with kindness. You know why? Because they bury you on the high ground. That's what people like. You see people. Like the advice, I'm sure that Hale's got it first, was ignore it and it'll go away. But it didn't go away. They just went after everything that he had. And then after that, they after they started doing all that stuff, then I'm sure they were told, well, you know, if you ignore that, there's nothing else. Oh, yeah, there is. They escalate, they do awful things. So you not only call it their hypocrisy, but man, you hit them where they live. You do. You hit them with all the hypocrisy that they throw out there. And you hit them with what's essentially, you know, if middle school insults are bad, which if you're calling someone fat, that's a middle school insult. That's not a freaking thing. If that's bad, if that's terrible and they don't like that, then, you know, the real hypocrisy shines in that, because middle school insult, bad, but destroying life, okay. No. Like I said, people will bury you on the high ground, though. I just don't believe in letting someone bury me on anything. I will get under their skin. And I will use their own freaking stuff. And also, when you're getting under the skin, you know who, if they're upset at Coop, or, you know, they've been upset with Coop and Venom a lot lately. You know what that means? They're not focusing on their main targets. They're throwing fits about other people. And that keeps them a little bit from there. But Mark, thanks for the 5. Hey, sorry I'm late, Megan, but here's something for your birthday. Indeed. Indeed. Well, thank you. She deserves that. Thank you. Suzanne, thank you for the gifted membership. Great to see you, Suzanne. As always, appreciate you. Andre, thanks for the 2 there. Please send the flea walrus back to the home planet. Actually, some people were talking about some of the movie characters she looked like, and they were some of them were pretty funny. Christine, thanks for the 5 gifted memberships. Thank you, Christine. That is awesome and much appreciated there too. Thank you. Bug Naked, thanks for the 10 there. Have you heard about the AI being fooled with a fictitious or fictional disease? Then it was giving people medical advice based on that. That's crazy. Doctors from Starfleet Academy, even. That's hilarious. I'm not surprised. AI, I will say that the AI thing, AI is based on prompting too. So people will give the wrong commands, and, you know, AI, the way AI models are designed to try to keep people, to try to keep you there as audiences. There's lawsuits out currently. For example, there was a guy who AI convinced him that he had come up with a brand new mathematical equation I can't remember what it was supposed to do, but he wasted hundreds and hundreds of hours with AI thinking that he had created something, you know, that was revolutionary. He had finally figured out some stuff, and at the end he found out it was all garbage. And he and many other people are suing over stuff like that, because, you know, this tool, it has some things that can do correctly, but with everything it can do, it lies about being able to do a lot of other things too. Because again, it's supposed to grab that money. So crazy is it? That medical stuff. Now, one thing I will say with medical, for what I had going on after I got in some of the results that I did, I ran some of it through AI because the doctors were so useless about tests. And I wanted to know, and there was one test, for example, that when I was looking at it, I thought, you know, this test right here, it looks like what they're trying to diagnose me with, I don't have, you know, because if I did, blah, blah, blah would show up on a test, and it wasn't. And, you know, running through again, you have to set correct parameters. And That's why we're having problems with that. That's why with with lawyers and everything. I mean, they're having some real issues. Did you hear about the lawyers that not only created fake case law, but won cases based on fake case law, and has now become a huge problem because, again, a judge, which, was embarrassing for a judge and his entire staff, because not only did somebody create fake cases, but the judiciary did not catch it. They went along and they made the decision based on fake cases, which tells you they weren't doing their job either, and they all got caught. So these people used AI tools though, and it's become quite the scandal. We're seeing more and more AI hallucination cases. Actually, again, you got to remember, one of the people that has been tied to this. Oh, by the way, interestingly, Lips and Chips, the Chips' bankruptcy stuff, it got kicked to the curb. So they filed, and he had his case kicked. They're probably doing a delay tactic to try to hold on for as long as they can, because it freezes their other cases. I mean, these people have talked about that. They've talked about how that's a great thing, which is totally not what the laws for that were set up for. But I mean, hey, we've seen these folks. We've seen what they encourage others to do. So I'm sure that they would do that themselves. The same guy who creates fake freaking stuff with, oh God. Anyway, Bunston, what's up? Thanks for the 2. Wait, Sumter County, Gator Boy's wife again? No, actually, this stuff, well, you'll see. You'll see that. But it's funny. Felisa was like, oh, I got all that stuff myself, dude. Okay. Did you get it for the purposes of harassment? Oh, wait. It's so funny though. Like I said, she is butt hurt now. Remember though, when they used all those records and they used them, they used stuff from divorce that they didn't even know what it said. Do you remember that? They used documents that they couldn't see. So Aussie, like 3, it's mine and my youngest granddaughter's birthday. Oh, heck yeah, that's awesome. And
Happy birthday from both of us to you. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
May all your dreams come true. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
We love to have you here.
Happy birthday.
Here's to another year.
I love it. But hey, congrats to you. Congrats to the little one. That's awesome. I love being able to celebrate y'all's birthdays with you. I think that's amazing. I think it's such a privilege to be able to share moments with you folks. So thank you. And I hope it's been a great day too. Cynic, thanks for the 68 months, man. Thank you for that, bro. Speaking of Swimmer's Body, the song Swimmer's Body by JK Films, a real banger. Oh, man. You know what? JK Films does some great work and does not get enough love. So let me throw that out right now and to say yes. JK Films is very entertaining. If you have not checked them out, you definitely need to. They put together some put together some funny stuff. I watch a lot of their their crazy videos. Some of those videos are just nuts, and I like them. I absolutely like them. So if you've not checked them out, or if you haven't checked them out in a while, because the algorithm is not nice to people, then make sure that you check them out. Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that too. Also, Cynic, thanks for the do. Happy pre-birthday to Fleece a Village Karen Flea. Indeed. It sounds like she tried to get every one of her neighbors when she didn't get told the thing that she wanted by the police. It sounds like she tried to motivate all of her neighbors to go after someone else. Isn't that crazy? Cynic thanks for the 5. YouTube super chats would be tips. They send $10.99, PayPal, Cash App, Venmo as friends and family would be a gift. Not financial advice. Yes. The problem with YouTube is they don't break it apart. So I would say count all of YouTube unless you have a really small channel and you could just break it apart like for other people. But as far as Venmo and PayPal and all of that, you definitely could, especially with current setups, call a lot of that just gifts and be done with it, But yeah, with the YouTube stuff, it definitely be a problem there. But their problem too is under the old setups with how much you could claim. Again, they picked up within a small amount of time. They picked up over 100K. And if they're claiming that this money, was gifts for them, yeah, they went way overboard. So, Gamer Jackie, thanks for the 13 months. Catching up, Megan's right. Quit smoking. Don't start again. Lost my mom at 39 to fast-moving lung cancer. Loved you all. Indeed. And loved you too. That's sad with your mom. And I mean, we all go out, but man, give yourself chances. It's the thing, give yourself the most opportunity you can. And again, you'll feel better. You will. You'll feel better in life. I've cut out so much lately. I've cut out the majority of candy or anything like that. I had a little bite of a lemon pound cake, which was funny, but I had to do that. But outside of that, I've been drinking half a Coke at night, like when we have a live stream. That way I'm awake, but I don't do caffeine in the day at all. So it took a minute to cut all that out too, and I'm drinking ungodly amounts of water. You feel a lot better, cutting all kinds of stuff out. Max Led, thanks for the 2. JH posted a short video about a new CPO coming. I saw the, new things coming with Ohio. We'll see what comes with that too. And I'll probably talk about, like I said, I'll catch up with a lot of stuff on the weekend. I like the weekends. They give us time to catch up stuff. I also want to hit the man, Tizzy got a new video out there that is quite the banger. I thought it would be really worth covering. Like to hit that too. Melissa, thanks for the swimmer's body. My ass even well vomit floats. Yeah, the swimmer's body thing cracked me up. She made that comment. She was saying that she was trying to again defend the AI use. I always think it's funny too. Those are like, well, Tug uses it. Yeah, I don't know how many people out there think that I have an umbrella face, or if that thing again, it's pretty. I think it's pretty noticeable that is not me. So if you think that really is outside of jokes or anything, that it's just amazing to me. They're like, Tug uses oh, that's your excuse for it. Because Tug doesn't look like that. You're like, really? Oh my God. What a shocker, right? I'm sure all of you are shocked that my umbrella face is not there. But I also bring up how they look because, again, this is the same piece of crap that was trying to say, again, like, that person looks like a creeper. And, this is the same. You saw what she did to her neighbor with creeper. So that's their go-to. trying to ruin people with some kind of fucked up claims. And I believe, well, we'll see what the police have to say about that one too, because I believe that might be in everything as well. I wish our neighbor would comment on that stuff there. David, thanks for the 18 months. Is that a jacuzzi? Making turtle soup? Yeah, you turn it on the right setting. It's just crazy. Barb, thanks for the 5. Happy pre-birthday, Tug. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. What's up, Janice? Thanks for the 10 there. Kind of tortoises are not native animals. It's illegal to release them. They can't survive in Florida without proper human care. Yeah, hers aren't healthy at all. They don't like their coloration and stuff. Their ears don't look right. There's again, I am no expert on tortoises. Now, I've raised quite a few, just again, everything from like red bellies and yellow bellies, and also I know different kinds of snapping turtles. Turtles like that have needed help. Again, not just catching them to be pets either. We're talking about turtles that, like I said, have been harmed by. Typically, it'd be like livestock had stepped on them. That was the major thing, and they would be so messed up. After that would happen, that I'd take them. I'd try to rehabilitate them. Let their shells grow and harden, because they a lot of times if they're stepped on, especially like little bitty ones, when they're tiny, if a cow steps on one of them, woo, they mess them up pretty bad. And I've found quite a few of them like that. You'd find just little tiny baby ones, and you'd find a lot of them dead. But you'd find some alive sometimes too, but their shells would be cracked and taking care of them like that. But I've never messed with tortoises myself. The turtles, that conditioning, that green nastiness though, that's, you got to remember that didn't happen over a day. Like one of the problems with those videos, you can tell that there were people complaining about that 6 years ago. They say it's all these haters now, that everything was great back when, but it's not. People were pointing out that there were problems back then too. You can see it in the commentary. It's crazy. William, thanks for the 5 there. No, oh dear God, Megan, I do not want fleece exposed. Now I need a fork to stab my brain. Indeed. Get it out of my forking brain. Forking, indeed. Oh man, gross. Something to bark about. Drop 5 giftos. Thank you, something to bark about. Appreciate you. And something to bark about. I think one thing would be good. I think with all of the knowledge about animals, I think you could pull together you and a few other people that are knowledgeable on animals. And I mean, you could talk about service dogs. Something that's in your wheelhouse. So I'd be curious to hear. Like, again, there are other people out there too. It'd be cool to hear like a panel of people that know what they're discussing, talking about service dogs and the use of shock collars on service dogs, and the effects. Because one of the other things that happens when people listen to this stuff, if they're watching this playing out from an animal rescue, there are plenty of people that think that this behavior, it's okay. It normalizes it. And it normalizes awful behavior for people that I'm just like, you've got to be kidding me. Oh, but yeah, something to bark about. That would be interesting, I think. Love to you, my friend. Sailor, Dark Juke. Thanks for the 2 there. Hey there, Tug. Happy belated birthday, Megan. Oh, well, hey there indeed. Appreciate that. Buck Naked, thanks for the 5. Lobby poster from the movie The Great Escape. Turtles replacing people in your email. I have to check that out. Thank you for that. You'll make some funny stuff, you know. Oh my gosh. Janice, thanks for the 2. I'm not sure on pronunciation. Those turtles, they have pyramids on them. The pyramids aren't healthy looking. Their carapaces should have that high. Yeah, I saw some, I was reading about them, about the health and how the little pyramid designs, how they look when they're healthy versus not. I'd love to see their pins and how they're put together too, because I saw a turtle rescue talking about having how much straw to put down and how certain things should look, and those things do not look like what they described as something good for turtles. So what's up, Tinsel? Dropped a hundo. Thank you for that. That's awesome of you. For my favorite umbrella. Happy pre-birthday. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. You guys really are. We get in here and cut up and goof off, and we kind of mad lib on some of the stuff that's going on, and I appreciate it. We've been able to do whatever, have a fun time, and while we've done this, we've been able to call out some pretty awful people. What is that? That is really appreciated. Y'all are just great people. You are. I've been fortunate in my life to be able to deal with some really good people. And I also like that because there are so many negatives about online that I'm glad that I got to experience positives, too. And I hear the little one creeping down. What's up, girl?
Boo.
I heard you coming. I heard you.
The door wasn't fully closed. I forgot. It wasn't like.
Hey, I'll make some of that in just a little bit. Okay, I'm almost done. And then hey, take that. And then hey, take that, and I'll make it in a few minutes.
On the other trail.
Okay. Well, I'll make it after my. Actually, you know what? Give me that real quick. I'll do it real quick. Excuse me, folks. There will be a little rattling. I'm taking her favorite snack.
Squash that ramen.
She likes ramen. That is crunched. Yes. Where you put the stuff in. We already ate, so now we're this little eating machine. She's a growing eating. She is an eating machine. She is.
I like Pac-Man, but better.
Yeah, you are. You eat, and it's good. You've been growing. She's so skinny. Like she's just a little skinny mini too. It's all that energy. She burns it all day long. But
Sissy called me fat when I was taking a shower.
She did. You're not fat at all, dude. She was messing with you. Were you two messing with each other? Were y'all making jokes?
I think I was.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
I'm not fat.
You're not at all. You're like a little stick, You're getting long, but you're getting taller, you're getting longer.
I can't wait for my 7th birthday.
You can't wait for your 7th birthday.
Yeah, I'm 6, everyone.
Yeah, well, you're getting close to 7, right? You're rolling up on it.
How close are we for my birthday?
Well, I mean, it's next year, but we're getting closer. All right, I go upstairs. Let me finish up my stuff, okay? Love you.
Love you too.
All right, close that door too, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. It's so funny, though. It's like I can't wait for my next and my 7th. Like, well, you got a minute before that. It's funny though. It's funny how little ones are always they're always wanting to get bigger. And then when you become an adult, you're like, man, I miss being a kid. You know what I mean? It's interesting how that works. Thank you, Tinsel. I Very much appreciate that. Thank you. Wanda, thanks for the 10 there. Hello, Tug, Megan, pre-birthday money. My son's birthday's today. That is awesome. You know what? He needs one of these.
Happy birthday.
Birthday song. That's right.
From both
all
of us to you.
Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
May all your dreams come true. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
We love to have you here. Happy birthday. Here's to another year.
Man, I can't wait to see what's in that freaking stuff for the FOIA. They're so scared of it. I cannot wait to see it. Thank you, Wanda. And I hope your son had a fantastic birthday. 22 is a great time in life, by the way. You know, you feel like you're on top of the world, which you are. You got so much to look forward to. That's a great time in life. It is. And love to you. Mr. Coop, thanks for Vibe. Just a thank you for all you and Megan do. Hey, appreciate you too. And like I said, Mr. Coop gets these people worked up all the time. It's so funny listening to him. You would think that guy is a super villain or something, the way that they talk about him. You know, they complain about him all the time. And it is absolutely amazing to listen to. You know, Coop, he runs a daytime show. If for some reason you miss it, or for some reason you don't know about it, man, Mr. Coop's daytime show is really good. I like checking it out. It's there as a constant as well. It's been fun. Today was a good one. You know, a special guest. If you missed it, you should go on and check it out. Thought it was really good, but I appreciate you too, man. Emma, thanks for the 5. AI diagnosed my autoimmune issue in seconds. Took my doctors months of constant testing. Yeah, see, that's what I mean. Like sometimes AI, you know, like we was saying, AI, especially if it's prompted wrong, does some terrible stuff. But if you can ask it the right questions, man, I had better luck. Again, if I would not have pulled the proverbial trigger on my own and went out and got answers for what was going on with me, doctor, I believe they would have killed me. It was getting bad. I mean, it was bad. And they misdiagnosed. Now, I never got a diagnosis. I still have a ringing that comes up in my ears. But some of that stuff is, I think, from that wasn't one of my original problems. That was a problem that I developed after them. So, but yeah, AI actually called it right too. Polar Spark, thanks for the 5. No, my world is wrecked. Tug is not an umbrella, but Santa's real. Well, yeah, Santa's real. You're right. Santa is, for sure. So you're safe there. You think so too. WrestleMania this week, Saturday, be on replay. That's cool, man. You know, we have stuff that comes up that goes on for real life, stuff that we enjoy. Me, like I said, this is my pastime. Plus, with a lot of what I do, I'm multitask. Like right now, I'm playing a video game. I'm still playing video games while I talk to you guys. It's just part of what I do on here. Now, I can't read a document and do that, but I can do most anything else. And you know, I'll pull up something, I'll pause every time and then switch. It's kind of funny. Janice thinks doing this licensed wildlife rehabber is pissed over the condition therapist and Plastrion. So we have I mean, again, too bad I don't know about ways to remedy these issues, but there has got to be something. If nothing else, there has to be like someone to to help call that out. Something. I don't know. I have no idea. But it disturbs me that we have seen F all as far as anything getting done with, because again, I look at those little turtles. I can tell you straight up, the conditions that you see them in is awful. I would not put turtles into those conditions myself. I have raised plenty of little turtles. And again, I'm not saying that I am some expert on turtles by any stretch of the imagination. But I am telling you, when I look at those little turtles in just funk and mire, anybody that's claiming that is somehow normal that's deception. that is either self-deception or it is deception being sold to other people. One or the other. But it's definitely deception. And I find it to be sad that, again, and it's infuriating. It is very infuriating. So what you're talking about there, oh yeah, I think a lot of people have seen that. Again, the excuse has been used that it's all somehow connected to Jeremy Hales, all the blowback and this and but unfortunately for them, you can find proof that blowback has existed for a while now. So to say that it's somehow connected to Jeremy Hales or connected to George or whomever it's so deceptive. I mean, we know that's not true. And it's very frustrating too. It's frustrating because at the end of the day, innocent things suffer, whether that's animals, people, whatever, they suffer because of people's excuses for this type of behavior. I, for one, am tired of hearing excuses for this type of behavior. And I'm sure you are too. You're like, hey, yeah, we have one in the wildlife rehab where I volunteer. He's the most expensive resident to feed. No way she's feeding her. That's what I'm saying. Like, where would she be getting the money for this? There is no way that she's doing this properly. She's saying that she didn't. She's told us she doesn't have the money to feed them. That she's not getting any donations. So we know that there's problems there. It's craziness, By the way, I do want to give one more birthday song too with Brian. Appreciate you.
Happy birthday from both of us to you. Happy birthday. May all your dreams come true. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
We love to have you here. Happy birthday. Here's to another year.
All right. And that is the end tonight. So tomorrow we will be going over all those documents, or we'll start them. I don't know. Again, one is 19 pages, one is 13. Regardless, if there's a decision on it, which would be, I would find that to be pretty annoying, by the way, if a decision rolls in on that, but we still haven't had a decision or a comment on John Cook and his submission to Fed 1, I would find that to be rather annoying. By the way that this stuff is gone, I don't put a lot of stock in the judicial system anyway. You'll hear I have very negative opinions of the judiciary. I think my opinions are valid. Even when we find judges that we shouldn't have to celebrate a judge because they correctly interpret the law. That when they do the basics, We shouldn't have to say, and yet we celebrate that. And I'm not saying there's anything wrong with doing that, but I'm saying we shouldn't be put in the position where we have to celebrate a judge doing the most basic stuff, you know? Because if it were you or I, and we were at a regular job, we would get fired for that kind of nonsense. But judges, man, some of the stuff I've seen them get away with is absolutely awful. So anyway, you know, I believe, what is today? Thursday? Yes, Thursday. I keep wanting to say it's Friday for some reason. I don't know why. But today, I believe Shizzy is on. Shizzy's been on a constant lately too. He's been doing some bang up work. So go check him out. Appreciate you folks. I'm going to end here. Thank you. See ya.